Hey, chat. What's going on? How are you? Hi, Jimbo. What's up, Mista? So I have Unfluffy Bunny with me today, guys. I'm really excited. We were just sitting here BSing about all kinds of cool stuff. We actually have a couple of guys in this battle that we don't know, which, you know, I love. We want to promote the hell out of everybody that we can, bring you some new names, check out some gameplay. So we're really excited to see how they are today. So Bunny, if you don't have Evasion's chat up, feel free to bring it up, because I'm sure that the guys and gals in there would love to talk to you. But otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this opportunity to Bunny to kind of introduce himself. You guys have seen him in the battles for a couple seasons, but if you don't know who he is, I'm going to let him tell you all about it. So go ahead, Bunny.
Perfect. Thank you, Sigma. Hey, everybody. I am Unfluffy Bunny. I am a Twitch streamer and content creator for Tarkov. I have been playing this game since about July, August of 2018. I love this game. I have played every single wipe except for one when I was doing a lot of GTA RP. But I do a lot of stuff with this game, especially like educational stuff on my YouTube channel, going over new weapons, new ammo types, things like that. So absolutely love this game. Love everything about it.
Yeah, and the community, right? That's a big thing that we were just talking about, was the community. So you guys out there that might be new to the game, or you're trying something different out, I've seen a lot of people, actually, we've hit that point in the wipe, and you know what I'm talking about, where people are busting out their standard accounts, or they're wiping, they're starting over. Any of that, go say hi to Bunny. I'm sure he's got some insight to things that would actually surprise you, different aspects of the game that maybe you would like to pick up. So say hi to him. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually have all of the battle mods and the PMCs join us up here, because we're gonna get started on this competition, which I'm really excited for. This is actually the last one before we enter semifinals. This is crazy. We're gonna find out.
This is exciting.
Who moves on and who our wild card is. So I'm excited. The wild card from the bottom three that we just ran will go up to the top, so they're not playing the same people all over again. And then we do know that the top three, we ended up having Miss Lizard as our wild card, who's going to play on September 13th. So I'm excited.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. Your mic sounds amazing.
Does it really? Thanks.
You know, usually you jump in Discords, like your ears get blown out because it's default at 100%.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad. I don't want to blow anybody's ears out, that's for sure. So we're just waiting on Brian and Magpie, and then Scav and Philbo. Once we have them, we'll go over Factory. That's our first map. So I was talking about this yesterday, but last season, if you guys ever got to see last season, Factory was a shit show. Now Fluffy was part of that. He was in last season's Factory stuff, and this time around, we just wanted it to be an icebreaker. We wanted it to be funny. We didn't want to have a ton of points weighing on it.
Right.
Thought it would be hilarious to have all of you guys go in and have to sort of work together. So I'm excited to
I'm
see
so
it.
scared to shoot someone.
Be very careful going into this one, because last week during mine we had a couple of players shoot each other's in the legs, and then they decided to jump off of the roofs and die, and the other player lost 5 points. So be aware, things like that can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Guys,
it's
I'm wearing
very...
a pop-on hat, okay?
Yes. So I'm actually gonna bring this up. Hi, Miss Magpie, by the way. Hi, Scav.
Hello.
Hope you guys are doing well. I was just saying that this season's Factory is very much an icebreaker. We don't have a ton of weight on this, so we know what it's like to come into this competition and be, you know, pretty riled up. You've probably been practicing, you've been building kits, you've been trying to get money together, whatever it is. So tension is there, but I think that this round will kind of make you guys laugh. So what we're going to do is we're going to head into Factory daytime. It's going to be 1 10-minute round. You guys need to have a pom-pom hat, a pilgrim, a pistol, and any meds and armor that you want. What I don't allow are throwables, thermals, IRs, T7s, or run-throughs. That's important. Don't get a run-through. Your scavs are 1 point. Your PMCs are 1 point. The tag from the kill is 1 point. Extraction before the 10-minute timer is up is 3 points. But if you kill a teammate, it's -5. Okay? So the goal here is you go into factory, whatever you kill, PMC or a scav, you want to grab their gun so that you can kill the next thing, and then grab their gun to kill the next thing. So it's factory gun game. Does everybody understand the rules?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds
Yes.
good.
Okay, perfect. So Brian is gonna hang out with you guys. Well, I mean, you all are gonna stay in here together. Bunny and I are gonna move down and borrow Miss Magpie's room so that we don't have to listen to you guys over Discord. But Brian's gonna be running the 10-minute timer for you. He's gonna keep you on track with how much time you have left. So just keep an ear out for him letting you know the time. You don't want to miss your extraction if you have the opportunity to take it, because again, it's worth 3 points. All right, guys, head into the lobby, and whoever wants to do the inviting, you guys sort that out. Good luck.
We're all NA, correct?
Yes.
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 Okay, so Bunny, I have moved us down into this room. We are by ourselves. We'll just switch back to the view where we can see everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I'm excited to see this. This was one of the interesting ones because, like you had said, last season it was so heavily weighted for us that's actually how I won the first round, was because of factory. So having it as a more relaxed playground it's a lot of fun and it's really enjoyable. So I can't wait to see how everybody handles this.
yeah, it's definitely a complete contrast to what it was last season. Although last season was fun, don't get me wrong, it was super fun, but we just didn't want it to have the same amount of weight as it did before. So we'll see. I am kind of laughing because I've never seen somebody use Kiba as their backdrop.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking up Lamb's Breath VODs and everything yesterday, and he has a few different ones that he uses throughout the stream, and I was very much enjoying it. And I was thinking to myself, I wonder what I can purchase from him. Wonder if he can, if I just say, hey, can I buy this gun, if he'll bring it to me in raid at any point.
I like it. He's running a racket over there, I think that's what's happening. Breakfast, again, thank you so much for the sub. Your guys' support and the subs on this channel, you guys popped off yesterday and threw out a ton of support. I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys for the follows. That means the world to us. You're taking the time to follow us, and that just tells us we're doing something that you enjoy. So thank you so much. Speaking of follows, here's the link to all of your competitors. Throughout the entire show, we will be spamming that in the chat because we want you guys to go visit them, go say hi. Some of them you know, some of them you may not know, and you're going to give them a little bit of time to impress you. That's totally fine. My longest running relationship out of these four is Sensei Scav. Him and I met, I remember writing him and being like, holy shit, dude, I hit like 3,000 followers. And I was like freaking out, and he was like, do it, Sigma, you're doing so good. Like, he's always been a big cheerleader to the community, fellow streamers. He's always taken the time to either ask questions or answer questions for people. So I have a very long friendship with Scav himself. And Miss Magpie, she's actually become one of my favorites that I run with all the time. I really enjoy her. She's a beast. She's I don't know how to equate this. Like, she looks so innocent, and she giggles while she's mowing people down with her M4. It's beautiful.
It's kind of disturbing in a way. It's almost very like, it's almost like that child that's like very sweet and innocent, but is setting the barn on fire. That meme.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, she'll be like, "Where are you going? You don't run away from me!" And she'll be chasing them across customs to kill them. Yeah, she's like, I just killed your 3 teammates. You're not getting away. We're making this a full wipe. So yeah, she's a real threat. She might look innocent, but she is a damn threat in this game. Yeah.
Oh,
Just making me laugh. Think about it.
I have been enjoying. I have to say that I have thoroughly been enjoying the ladies' nights that you have been having, and a lot of the other female streamers for Tarkov have been doing. It has been super entertaining and a nice, fresh breath of air to this game. Seeing all of these amazing ladies come out and just dominate these maps. It is one of the best things that I love about this game is seeing the unique and the diversity that we have in Tarkov, and just seeing everybody go with it.
Yeah, it's been kind of cool. Although I'm not gonna lie, if I was out there trying to be serious on customs and come to find out I got mowed down by a 5-man girl squad that was trying to kill each other because of Bitbot, and they just happened to take me out, I might have to scrape my ego off the ground. I'm not even kidding. I was over here being serious, and they're laughing, and Bitbot's going off in the background, and they're half tilted to the wind. Yeah, but it is entertaining, and I hope on the other side of that it's encouraging, because if a group of girls can be laughing and having a good time with this game, maybe compare that to your worst day in Tarkov. Like, I might be having a bad day, but you know what? We can laugh at it too, so it's good.
Exactly.
No, Damon, we were saying that she looks innocent and she'll giggle while she's mowing teams down with an M4. She definitely is not innocent. She just looks innocent. All right, so it looks like they're taking off too, by the way.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Hallelujah. Let's see how this goes. So we'll actually listen in on Magpie's audio.
I want my name to be seen on stream type of guy.
Right.
Actually get popping again. It's been so boring lately.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is
I've
going to
only
offer
been
up some
running into
interesting stuff.
level 10s and under right now. I feel like I'm not running into any gear people on factory.
It's nighttime factory. That's where they all are.
This will be super interesting to see what their tactics are for this portion, because I know for me, it was very much about trying to get out there. You know that the scavs don't spawn super a lot early, so I wanted to make sure that I got out there every single time and get at least one scav and get a new weapon.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The second you guys hear a scav, you guys all just run straight at it. Somebody's got to get it.
Yeah. The other goal was to try to find that one poor PMC that didn't know that he unfortunately spawned in at the worst point, in the game.
This is true. Yeah.
He doesn't know what's happening. He's literally just has 4 people with pistols and flashlights running at him. And the issue with the scav spawning, because we did change this up. It used to be one daytime run, 5-minute run.
Down below.
No, you're pushing him.
Alright, he's down.
Oh, scav got him.
Chances
Okay.
are no other PMCs.
Yep.
Of course, there's always that weird glitch of 6.
Good stuff. So yeah, it used to be 1 5-minute daytime, 1 5-minute nighttime, and it just wasn't long enough to get the scavs moving.
Yeah, and that's a
Does
huge
somebody
pickup
run
for
below?
scav, because there is only one other PMC on the map, so that's a 2-point lead straight for him.
I
So
like
now
it.
all the other contenders have to try to focus on trying to get at least a couple of scavs to catch up with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone already was down.
We did see an issue, like they all spread out so much that sometimes the scavs won't spawn. So we've seen them work together before, where they all meet up in the office and they wait, and then the scavs just start running in.
Yep. And luckily the battle mods are absolutely amazing, and Brian's very good about saying, hey guys, maybe meet up all in one room so the scav starts to spawn again. So it's definitely, hopefully we'll see that, and they definitely need to be aware though, and be a little bit scared of the Terminator shotgun scavs.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's so true. So true.
Bathrooms.
Hey Garland. No worries, no worries.
Is one of you guys over? Okay, yeah, I see that.
Dang,
So I'll tell
Garland.
you guys my strat.
Have you been running into the amazing aimed shotgun scavs lately also on your runs?
I have, yeah, I have. At least, a good 50 meters away too. Nice little headshot through all of my expensive armor. Yeah,
stash full of
yeah, it's
garbage
not
ammo I'll
been
never use again.
super fun.
Makarov
I am
and
happy though
Alex.
that shotgun's got a
5-shot
little bit
top
of a
mag.
buff, honestly.
Yeah, they definitely needed it. They were in a not so great
I
spot.
mean, I'm never gonna use half those
I feel
calibers
like
is what I'm gonna
maybe
say,
some
you
of the
know?
ammos need to be
9 by
tweaked a little bit to
18,
have their spread at range
again,
go a little
TAWs,
bit
5
wider.
rounders,
But I think that they're in a
PPSH
fun
71
spot,
rounder.
especially depending on what round you're running in it.
There's nothing
I
spawning
really
in.
appreciate that they
So,
changed it
say if you
after
kill
many of us had
2
already
scavs back to
gotten
back, you
setup
have to
done.
grab the first round and then switch
That
it
I
up.
really,
Grab the second scab.
really appreciated that move. That was
Switch
10
it,
out of
you're not
10.
allowed to shoot the second.
Yeah, all of us that rushed those early tasks and we were going through, and then it's like, oh wait, we now have a shotgun that actually kills people. Okay, great.
Oh, so you can shoot too. Gotcha.
Well, look forward to it next wipe.
Exactly,
strike it out,
exactly.
No, we're not getting
Yeah,
that.
no.
So yeah, we
I think
definitely
it's
have that
probably
point
safe to
right
say
now
that
where the
there's no other
competitors
TMC
are all
stuff
kind of running around just
other
looking
than
for
anything
any
like
kind of scrap or scav that they can get. This is probably the point where they
So
all
there's only
need to
one
just
scav
group
here?
up in a room, hold hands,
killed one.
you know, set up a little campfire.
Right, right.
Just the one dude.
Mhm. You
I
know,
killed
some
one
of those
also,
Sigma
too.
camping emotes.
When folks want to regroup, usually
I
those
like
are
it.
where you are not. Right now you're covering most of the map.
Do you guys want to meet?
Yeah, we are covering a lot of it.
Okay, so there they go. They're gonna go meet somewhere. I like it.
Let's do that.
See if we can get it
Maybe
popping
get a
off.
group photo.
Group photo
I keep, like, I
time.
have like PTSD with my bitbot. I'm like afraid to look at you guys, even though I know it's not on.
They just left us.
We just passed 6 minutes left.
Now, Corin said something very interesting in the chat. Start shooting legs and getting to extract. Now, that's a tactic that I had thought about at one point, was to maybe deny my teammates points, the extract points, because you have to get out at a time. So if you shoot somebody's leg and black it and they're not on a painkiller, they obviously can't get there in time. And maybe you could deny them a couple of points.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, at first it seems so surface level, like go in, kill, take the gun, move on. But watching the thought process start going of like, what else can I do with this? And watching some of them, haha, I'll shoot you in the leg and slow you down, but not realizing that they made them bleed. And then that person goes, oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, wait, hold on. You know?
That was exactly like what Raz did last week in our battle. Was he took the leg damage and then he just started dropping off of the top over and over until he died, to cause his competitor to lose 5 points
Yes.
early on.
Yes, and you could see the whole thing happen where he started thinking. It was like you could almost watch the wheels turning in his head. He was like, wait a minute. And then he started walking up the stairs, and then he walked over to the ledge and jumped, and we were like, uh-huh, here we go. And that's all he kept doing, just walking right back up the stairs and jumping.
That light bulb goes off and you're like, oh, okay.
Yep,
You
yep.
guys killed him too fast.
All right, so everybody
It's
now
too
has
good.
spread back out. It looks like they are on the hunt again, trying to see if they can find anything at all before their timer is up.
Yeah, these are the situations where I definitely wish that I had some control over some of these things, you know, like if I could put it on a little bit harder difficulty.
Yeah, maybe not quite horde mode, but if you've ever gone into offline and you turn it on high or something like that,
Yeah.
just to make those scavs kind of pop a little bit more.
Exactly. We are getting
And
a
I
couple of kills here, though. They are getting a
we
couple
are.
kills. This is good. At least there's something happening.
Yeah.
Hi,
so
Shagster.
we do have some action going on. It looks like, was that Lambs that picked up that scav, or was that Capitalize?
So I think it was Lambs and Scav got
Scav.
one. Yeah.
Perfect.
I've gotten a single.
What do we have,
So I
about
think
3
Miss
now?
Magpie just jumped off. I saw blood on her screen, so I know she didn't take a shot. So she's on the run looking for some points anywhere right now.
Yeah. Oh, she got one
there
right
she
there.
goes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Good stuff.
Look, that is good. Those early points, putting them on the board, even though they may seem
early do
insignificant,
players
like
have
a
spawned
few
in?
points can make
I
the
don't
huge
think that big
difference.
For sure, they can. They can.
There's only gonna be one though, right? There's only one PMC died.
All right, looks like. How much time do they have? Do we think?
Oh, she
Probably
got
only a
another
few
one.
minutes.
Hurry, get that
perfect.
other
Look at
gun.
that.
Get that other gun.
Good, picking up huge points there.
Oh, somebody beat her to that scav. It was Lambs. Good job. Good job.
Mistakenly shot you.
But if she
Oh,
has
this is-
two
this is
scavs
nice.
and an extraction, I mean, it's 5 points. You know, it is what it is. But again, this round was not made for making or breaking the competition. It was made for them to like loosen up, kind of have a few laughs together. It's just ironic that you have to go into it your very first round of the competition and be hanging out with these guys laughing, trying to make sure you don't kill them. And then immediately after we go into another one where you've got to hunt them down.
Yep, exactly. And it's nice seeing all the smiles on everybody's faces. I mean, look at Lambs. Lambs has just got the biggest grin, just enjoying himself thoroughly right now.
Yeah, this is good stuff. I did
And like I
not
was
catch
telling-
what Brian said. I think he had like maybe 1 minute left, 2 minutes left.
Okay.
So yeah, they're gonna want to get out of there.
Exfil now.
Oh, Lambs is picking up another one right now up in the top office hallway.
Nice.
Cellars is unlocked. Guys, I'm sure you all have factory keys.
I feel from watching Lamb's VODs over the past few days, I feel like this is a really good showing for him. Oh,
Wait,
he's
is
in a
that-
battle.
Is that a player they said? I mean, it could be. So only 5 can spawn in factory. However, you can have that rare occasion where a 6th will spawn. It looks like Scav was smart, took the extraction, and got out.
Mhm. Yep. Miss
Okay.
Magpie is pushing up to where that battle was just happening. More than likely, this is a player Scav that has spawned in.
Yeah, I think so. Capitalize just got another kill.
Lambs is in a lot of trouble. He's lost his stomach and both legs.
They need to get out. They have about a minute left, maybe. So hopefully they just decide to get out.
Extract. I'll give it a few more seconds.
He's definitely pushing for those points, but he's in a bad spot. Like anything hits him below the belt, he's gonna drop.
45 left.
So one thing about Miss Magpie is she does not care if she's injured unless she's actively bleeding or losing hydration. You typically will not see her heal. She'll just pop a Propidol and go on about her business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good. So they're all getting out. They are all grabbing those extract points. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Oh, what an entertaining first round. Everybody looks like they're having a good time. They're getting loose. That was amazing.
Yeah, hopefully they they feel good after that. So you do see the points on the side here. Hotel is our scorekeeper. He is live, guys. If you want to go say hi, he tracks all of this stuff and he'll be updating those for us as we go through. All right, so I'm going to drag us back up there while they're kind of getting everything sorted, and we'll wait for them, and then we will go over what they're going to do in Shoreline.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. I didn't even stay on there for you. Did you?
I got you.
Did you? Are you good, Prep? Okay. Oh my god! I just like zoomed through it.
Yeah, I almost ran out of
That's right.
your cap. Sorry.
I should have ditched this guy's shotgun now that I think about it. I just stole a poor level 6's shotty.
All right,
I almost
guys.
died to that player's cav.
Was that a good icebreaker?
Yeah.
It was fun. The
Okay.
teamwork aspect is nice.
Yeah, you either get the teamwork aspect or you get the, oh my gosh, my teammate shot me and now I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure I die.
It's kind of glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, it worked
Yeah,
out.
me too.
So you guys are all pretty close. Again, this round is not made to make or break the entire competition or anything. So we do have Lamb's Breath at 8, Scav, you're at 6, Magpie, you're at 5, and Capitalize, you're at 4. Again, nothing dramatic here. We are going to move on to Shoreline. So while you guys are getting ready for Shoreline, I'm going to bring this up for everybody at home watching so we can go over the rules. The 4 of you, if you've never competed with us before, the 4 of you are going to load in to Shoreline together. I'm going to give you 90 seconds to separate after I know everybody is in. So if we have one person that's still trying to load in, we're just going to wait for them. So 90 seconds to separate. During that time, you guys are going to actually separate. We have had a little confusion with this word in the past. So if you see a teammate that is close to you, you're gonna want to just let each other know, like, hey dude, I can see you, I'm gonna hook a right, you know, and try to back up out of here. Whatever you guys can do to make sure that once the raid becomes hot after that 90 seconds, and I say the raid is hot, that you guys aren't just standing right in front of each other, because that's not gonna look good at all. So after I say the raid is hot, you guys don't have to do anything. Your battle mod is going to pull you back down into your specific voice channels. But on Shoreline, the objective here is to get as many PC parts as you can that are listed on the right hand side. There are some items that do not count, like a DVD player. So grab as many of those as you can, because each of those is worth 1 point. However, the bonus parts are worth 4 points each, and that's a working LCD, a flash drive, a GPU, and an SSD. You guys can bring any gun, armor, and flashbangs. We do allow flashbangs this time around, but I do not allow any other throwables, thermals, IRs, T7s, or run-throughs. Scavs are 1 point, PMCs are 1 point. However, from here on out, the tag from the PMC is worth 2 points. If you kill Sanitar, if you run into him, like, good luck. But he's 5 points. And if you extract, that's 5 points. Now, you can use your Gamma or your Kappa to put parts in to secure them so that if you die, you still get some points. However, all the other things will not count unless you extract with them if they're in your backpack, yada, yada, yada. Now, if you kill a competitor, all we ask is that you do not take their gear out of raid. We have had situations where one kills another and his armor is destroyed, so he borrows their armor and dumps it before he gets out of a raid. Most people don't care about that stuff. They're not going to say, no, dude, you can't have my armor. We also have mags. So let's say you're both running 5.56 and the guy's like, hey, is it cool if I take your mag? So instead of interrupting the competition, as long as you guys say that that is cool for your teammate to do, well, not your teammate, but your competitor to do, then that's fine. We can say, yes, you can take mags. We understand, like, you're not going to get ammo back, yada, yada, anyway. So are you guys okay with that?
Perfect.
I'm fine with
That's
it.
my cause.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Other than that, things like any of their gear, if you want to try to hide it, that's fine. However, we have had guys die in the process of trying to hide their competitor's gear, and then everybody feels horrible. So if you kill somebody and you wanted to snatch your tag and get the hell out, you're more than welcome to do that. We've had guys not search backpacks, but somebody else came along and searched the backpack and it was full of computer parts. They snatched all those parts and left. So yeah, so it's up to you what you choose to do with that situation. I don't think I have anything else to go over. Battle mods, are you good with what I said? Okay, I'm taking silence as agreement in the competition, just so you guys know. All right, guys, head to Shoreline daytime. I'm sure you already worked out who will be doing the inviting. Make sure that you have your screens up to cover what's going on, and then take off when you're ready.
You can pick up multiple of the same part.
Yes.
Sometimes
multiples.
people mix that up. I want to make sure you guys know that.
Yes.
Can I bring stems
One
on this one? One.
One
Okay.
stem, and morphine does not count as a stem.
Ooh, one stem. Do healing ones count as stems? Is any of those injectables?
Right.
That is a stim, yes. Like EJC, that is a stim. A pain reliever like morphine only is not a stim, but any other injector is pretty much a stim.
That's a tough choice.
Did you guys read all the stuff I told you to read beforehand? Because I'm going to feel like the
Yes.
answer is no.
You mean do homework?
Maybe. You are talking
Hi,
to
Batman.
Tarkov
Hi,
streamers. We all
Chipo.
play too much and don't adult enough.
Yeah, adulting is boring, honestly.
This might be a stupid question, but can I bring a golden star
Yes, you can. In this one, you can.
and a stem?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
It's going well, guys. It's going well.
Yeah, golden star.
They
doesn't
never
count
read
as a
it,
stim,
chat.
However,
I'm like, make
the
sure
one
you
that,
read
custom,
everything so that
we're not
you
allowed
know
to
what
bring
to
either.
expect from the
Right, right, right.
competition,
Right,
from
right,
the
right.
from us as a team.
Okay, perfect.
Yada yada. Never.
Okay, just to confirm, stop. That's me. That's you, Lamb's Breath, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
Nice
stop,
name, by
that's
the
me.
way.
That's for all the TKs. That's for all the TKs, you know.
If you want, you can join Ladies Night with us.
Chico.
You just have to wear a wig, and we'll TK you.
Oh yeah, I'm in for ladies night. Heck yeah. I got my man bun. It's ready.
All
It's
right.
good for the lobby now too. Stop recording me. That's me.
Right.
That's exactly.
Batman, thank you so much.
All right, I'm,
Thank you.
joining
I
the
appreciate that.
lobby, searching for group now.
I did have Doc J once put on, he had his wife put makeup on him and he wore a wig so that he could play in Ladies Night one night with Bazinga and I. It's pretty funny.
So that can happen.
Uh,
I've done that before on stream too. So.
yeah, and then he's saying I'm so pretty, and it was 10 out of 10.
Would I have
my
to shave
God.
my beard if I wanted to do that, Sigma?
I mean, I shaved mine,
No.
so.
Oh my
You do
God.
you, boo boo.
I'm assuming we went shoreline, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
I would like to say I hope you all enjoy
Snowden!
your Kappa and its spaciousness.
Thank you guys.
Hey,
thank
we're
you,
going for
thank you.
Kappa 2 already, okay?
It's a beautiful item.
I don't think everybody knows what happened to you, Scav.
How did they not? It was on EFT WTF.
For those
That's how
that
he blew up.
for those that
think
that
Forbes had an
maybe
article on it.
right, Forbes had an
I think
article.
they did, yeah.
For
Yeah.
those that are watching that don't know what happened, Scav had a $5 donation come through to delete something, and it was
Oh, it
only
wasn't
supposed
even
to
that.
delete like a backpack or
Backpack.
yeah, it wasn't supposed to delete anything other than that, and it straight deleted his Kappa.
Scab, I
250.
cried. I
But-
cried
That
when
was-
I saw that clip.
It was worth because someone on YouTube commented saying, you guys are all freaking out about the Kappa, but joke's on you. Someone just donated him 250 Bitcoins, which I have bits changed to Bitcoins in my chat. And so that's like $2.5 million. This guy was dead serious.
He really thought that somebody donated 250 Bitcoins. This guy was convinced.
GG.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, I would delete my Kappa for 250 IRL
Yeah.
Bitcoins.
No,
2
Heartbeat.
Bitcoins, baby.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Now.
What
What are you talking about? I'd quit playing Tarkov if somebody gave me that. I'd be like, yo, they're like, listen, I'm gonna have you quit playing Tarkov forever. Here's 250 Bitcoin. I'd be like, where's this? Do I sign somewhere, or did you just give me it, or?
You know what's funny? I was doing practice runs for the Shoreline before we started doing all this, and the last person to kill me before we started this competition, his name
Yes,
was I Have
Midnight is
Kappa.
amazing.
No cap, like no joke, as his name, and I played Sound of Silence and just cried a little.
I'm gonna back out of the lobby for like 30 seconds. I need to switch something.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
So
Depending on which event we're on, there actually is a benefit to not having Kappa as well,
Champ.
because
Sorry,
certain
Will.
things you need to carry can't fit in your Kappa.
Yeah, in the
but can
duo
fit in your
battles,
Gamma.
the duo battles that comes up quite often
Oh, you
because
know
they're
what,
not
yeah.
able to put in a box of ammo in your Kappa. So whoever has the Gamma has an advantage on that one.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh wow. I missed like all of the battles because I streamed during those hours, so I was like a little upset. It's like, oh man. And then I raided you guys last week, and then as soon as I raided you, you got off.
Oh, dang it. Dang it.
Like it literally, not even a second afterwards. I'm like, oh guys, let's go check out the battles, and then you guys are all done.
Well, thank you in hindsight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
it was more of a meme than anything. It was kind of funny.
We love the midnight chat. We love the midnight.
So
Hey,
Sensei,
Sigma,
what?
did you get the point rundown?
Huh?
Did you get the point rundown from the factory?
Yes, we did. We announced it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I must have missed it. I'm sorry.
See, all my battle mods know to try to keep me on track. They know. They know me.
I'm keeping myself on track.
Don't forget your timer, Sigma.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry.
Remember the scene.
I'll have one if you need it.
Thank you.
Sensei, so what container are you using now?
A Gamma container.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, except on my other account where I'm going to earn Kappa back. No flea market with an Alpha container.
Because
until
I know a
Kappa.
lot of people have a tendency to go ahead and sell most of the other containers when they get to Kappa. So I didn't know if you were in that situation where you're like, oh, I've got to go buy this, what is it, the beta container that we can get from Peacekeeper?
Right, right. No, I actually keep mine. I don't know what you guys do. I keep mine. Those are trophies.
I deleted mine.
I'm gonna go beat my head into the desk. I'll be right back. Yeah, the
might have
Gamma
gotten it.
and the
I didn't sell it.
Epsilon are up in the very top of my inventory.
Do you remember when there was a point in time where they wouldn't buy them for like anything, like Ragman? They would give you like 500 rubles for them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's when I hit That's when I hit Kappa, so I just deleted it. I hit Kappa like so early in the wipe, and that patch hadn't come yet, so I just deleted it. It was worth like 700 rubles.
Oof. What do they sell for
and
now?
then a month later, a lot.
A lot. It's
It's like a ripoff.
I sold mine. I think it was about. I think it's like 600-700K or something like that. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
more. They're a lot.
I
now.
got scammed.
They should sell for so much more. But then
They
again,
should.
you might have people that come in and straight just sell their gamma, you know, immediately, and they're like, who cares?
Does anybody remember Tarkov trading discords? How much
Yep.
gammas went for on
Yep.
the Tarkov trading discords?
Factory, let's go. Oh yeah, we
Oh,
used to
God.
do a thing where all of us would get together as a community, and they would drop me their gammas, and we'd all reset, so then we could give them away to people
Yeah.
that had alphas. Yeah,
That's what I did. Yeah, that's exactly what I. But that's why they stopped. That's why they stopped doing it. That's why they made it not be able to get rid of our gamma in raid anymore, because people like us.
Yeah, 5-man factory. Who has a eye case in the weapons case to drop to this person that just started Tarkov? Yeah.
BSC was like, go spend the extra 70 scrubs, get out of here.
I had a standard account since I had started playing back in 2018, and it was like my fourth wipe, and people in my chat were just like, we can't watch you do this again. Here, please take this
Go
container.
tell him.
And I was like, all right, I'll take it.
I miss the days, honestly. I miss the days of having like the newbies come in and just getting to help them like that. You know, Anne started
Like,
playing Tarkov. I gave her
here's that.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. I think I dropped her a dog tag case one day, and then like a week or two went by, and I dropped her a sick case, and I was like, listen, if I get RMT flagged for 2 items over 2 weeks, like, it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is ridiculous.
I was watching a streamer, and somebody said there was like a 15 million ruble cap, something like that, and they said that if you drop so many items within a certain amount of time and it adds up to 15 million, that's the cap. I don't know if I can believe it or not, but
no, I
that's
don't
what
believe
was said
shit.
to me.
No,
I don't either. Yeah,
no, don't believe it.
Ultimate Rad in chat is saying that the gamma sells for 1.147 million.
Really?
Which isn't like you think about it for what the gamma is, that doesn't feel like a lot.
Not
used to go for about 3 million on the trading discords.
Mm-hmm.
Like years ago.
I remember when my friend bought the Kiva key for 7.5 million, and he had talked him down from 10, and he had to go meet him and didn't want to tell anybody where he was meeting the person at, and he's like, I've got the Kiva key. I remember being so excited. Yeah,
that was when you could walk in and find like 4 Ford armors on the mannequins though, right?
oh my god,
Kiba
it was so packed. Kiba was the hot spot. Yeah,
Did
for
that
sure.
just happen for everybody?
Oh, it was the best.
Yeah.
What
I just got
happened?
DC for inactivity.
Yep.
Wait, how come you got? Wait, who are we waiting on?
No one. I just wasn't sure if we were readying right away.
Oh shoot, yeah. The second you're good to go, take off.
We were BSing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
We were talking.
Are you guys in right now?
We're missing capitalized.
Yeah,
No,
we
everybody
invited.
got booted.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. Y'all just queue up. I was like, I'm not in it. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
just out.
I'm ready.
Just
We were just enjoying story time. We were hanging out by the bonfire.
Just re-queue and then take off
And
when you're good to
now-
go.
We hate.
We forgot that there was yeah, exactly.
Hey Joe,
We're reminiscing of Tarkov's old days.
did you really, Joe? Yeah.
We're up in here in Kiba right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lamb's screen right now is exactly what Kiba used to look like.
Yes, yeah, that's an old
Yeah, I
picture
know.
of Kiba. That is an old picture of Kiba. For sure. You know what the bummer is? I mean, there's a lot of bummers that come with it. But Bunny and I were talking about this before the event started. We were talking about how there's so many aspects to Tarkov that you could build your channel just based on literally only, the community, or only running with people to help them with their tasks. Like, there were so many opportunities, and one of them used to be like to go out and drop people things. Like, I did it one wipe on my account, and we gave away 1.5 billion in items and runs and gammas and all kinds of stuff. It was
Have
so
you ever done
fun.
reverse looting?
Yes, make
You ever done reverse
so
looting?
make
You fill up your
interchange
backpack
great
and
again
everything,
and run around
you
and
just
drop
go
all
and
the
you just,
items. Yep.
Yes, I used to drop stuff in chests. Like, I used to loot in chests and then like put stuff in it instead of taking stuff out.
Right. That was
It was
so
so
fun.
funny.
That was so
The
fun.
memes back in the day.
Yeah, so I'm kind of mean. Like I had Lupo's beans. Like I had multiple sets before they were super hard to find, or before they became a little bit easier to find. So I would go into bags on different maps and just put non-found in raid Lupo beans in bags.
Oh my god, that is cruel. That is cruel.
I've done that with the Pastille mask.
It took me 3 weeks to find the beans.
Oh my
3
gosh.
weeks. That's the only item I needed left, and I looted 4,200 items.
Wow.
And I only got 1 beans.
You and Slush Puppy were actually the beans were literally the first thing I found of the entire wipe. I went up to a bag and I went to go search it and I was like, what the hell is this?
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize how lucky I got. One thing we used to do though that I think we might be able to still do is we used to load in as a team, tell everybody what server we're going to, right? We're going to use, and we'd say, okay, we're going interchange daytime, and we would all bring in a ton of loot and we would drop it in Kiba, and then we would have to protect Kiba, and we would have voice channels open in my Discord. So if you were coming after us, you guys could all jump in the same voice channel if you wanted to. That way you could coordinate against us, and then if you could take out our 4-man, you could have all the loot in Kiba. And that used to be so fun back in the day. That was so fun.
We should definitely do that segment. We should get a group of 4 or 5, and we should do that again. I miss those days.
That would be really
cool. You could still get into the same raids. Definitely. I was doing it earlier this wipe with like viewers. We were stacking full interchange raids pretty much, and we were running around with like 12 people. It was insane.
Yeah, maybe we should organize something like that again. I think that would be really cool, and I don't think it would be considered flag something if we were all bringing in like 3 extra items and dumping it. I don't think that would be.
Don't forget to hide your lobbies, folks. Okay, you're good. I see the counter.
All right. Yay! Yay!
Okay. We're all in?
Yeah, looks like you're all in. All right, guys, so I'm going to start the 90-second timer now. Start getting the heck away from each other.
I hate to say this, but watch
Damon,
the right.
just remind me
people are
in
gonna spawn
Discord
that
or
way.
something.
Yeah, this is probably one of the worst spawns for this.
We'll set that up for like one of the
sure.
community days, you know? That would be really cool.
We're social distancing? Is that what we're doing right now?
100%.
Very important.
Someone in chat said social distance, then punish.
I just noticed Sensei Scav's score has changed to -96.
Hey, don't worry about that. It's fine. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. He'll make it up. This round alone, he'll make
You
it
got
up.
this, Scav. Yep, I have faith in you.
He said he controlled me too. Obviously, I don't have it pulled up just in case. But
Big Hotel's
they said
just
my
messing
phone was
with
going
you.
to fall off the desk, so I
Yeah.
made it look like it was going to fall off even more.
30 seconds left. Again, if you guys feel like you're close to anyone, just try to do what you can to back off, get away.
I think me and somebody with a blue bear are kind of running around the same field. I'm trying to get away.
Okay.
I'm trying to merge to the rightish, if that's me.
Yeah, I'm going up towards radio.
10 seconds left. Okay, the raid is considered hot. Good luck, guys. Okay, Bunny, they are all off and running. Let's listen in on Capitalize.
Yeah, because I believe Capitalize and Miss Magpie were the two that were kind of running. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was Lambs and Miss Magpie that were kind of running in the same direction.
Okay.
But let's see what Capitalize has got going on. I do know that he popped the purple stem right at the beginning. It looks like he's taking a golden star.
What does a purple stem do?
So the purple stem, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that gives you strength and endurance, but it's not like an SJ6 where your recovery's as long. But it's definitely a good one to help you get to resort faster. I personally am an SJ6 guy. I think it's the way to go, but a purple one's a good backup. I don't think it costs as much. I think it's only 14k on the flea market, whereas the blue one, the SJ6, is a 30k purchase normally.
Okay, that makes sense. Scav is going straight out to the pier, which good on him, because most people tend to try to run towards resort, and then they start second guessing themselves, which wastes a bunch of time, and yeah.
100%. So Scav's play style is a lot like what I did during this battle. Was I knew that a lot of my competitors were going to be combat driven and they were going to push straight towards resort, and there are plenty of places on this map to get your tech items, whether it's from duffel bags or going down to the pier. Now, the one thing that he did have to worry about, looks like he got lucky, was Scav Boss being at the pier.
Yeah, that's a big one to worry about. And you know what? People don't loot. I said this yesterday. They don't loot the filing cabinets. You can find fans in there. You can find hard drives in there. Like, I think it's worth the time, especially if your plan is to avoid resort. You want to thoroughly search everything you can.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I did. Was I spent so much time down here.
What happened to Lamb's Breath?
Lamb's Breath just got taken out. Can't tell if it was another player or if it was a Scav Boss guard.
Okay, we'll have to wait. Oh, he's got to show his screen.
Someone's hiding right here.
He's gonna have to show his screen. I'm sure his battle model let him know. Miss Magpie is going straight into resort up to admin.
Yep, she's in admin. She more than likely heard all of that combat that just happened.
Oh, she's got a graphics card. Immediate 4 points.
Huge pickup. That is amazing. You see that that subconsciously checking to see if red key card is there. Picking up 2 more CPU fans. Good choice to put those in the gamma container.
Yeah, just get those points secured.
Did we see what happened with Lambs?
No, we didn't. That's what I'm writing his battle mod right now.
Perfect. All right, Capitalize is sitting outside of admin. He does hear her Miss Magpie running around in admin. This could get interesting very quick.
This could. I want to listen in on her as well, hear her perspective.
Oh god.
Good flash.
I try to throw it up. Do you think it? I don't know. They're already up there.
Very focused. She knows that somebody's pushing from below. She hears the audio. Capitalize is holding this position underneath the hole in case she does decide to drop down, but she has moved over into theater, it looks like.
He's making noise. That's going to give her a ton of info. She will not budge.
Why does that keep coming down?
Yeah, Miss Magpie is extremely patient when she holds a location. She will wait out a player for as long as she feels she needs to.
Okay, he's going to pass on this. He's going to go try to worry about the points, or maybe the other player that's over here in east.
So she did hear the windows shoot out. More than likely, she's thinking that it's a bait shot, that this person's trying to bait her to move to give information away, and she's not going to bite it.
No. This is actually why I created my my marshmallow emote back in the day. It was not a camping thing, it was a standoff thing. Like, I know you're there, you know I'm here. I get this bitch a marshmallow because I will not move. Like, I will stand off with you. You know, I'm not that person. Especially when you're new. You know, you don't have the skills to push people, and I did not have the skills back in the day. But the marshmallow works so well for the camping thing too. Like, there was no reason to ever change it.
Exactly, and that's a lot of things that, like, we've had this really bad connotation come up in the community about campers and people camping, and a lot of times it's not camping that you run into. It's somebody has heard you, or somebody has heard this movement, and they are posted up waiting for you to make the mistake. And then when you do bite and you do make that mistake, you feel like you've been robbed by a camper or something like that, and that's not what's happened most of the time.
And yelling camper helps the ego a little bit, let's be honest. It makes you feel like, oh, okay, you know, I died to something that wasn't my mistake. Well, you did run in there sounding like an elephant. They might have been doing something and stopped. Oh.
Oh, flashlight just on Miss Magpie there. Ooh.
What?
2 points instead of the hard.
What?
Was that?
realizing
I'm
what is it?
confused. Was that the scav boss?
I think it was Scav Boss. It definitely sounded like it, and there was desync.
I need to pull up this thing.
I don't know.
Because there was nobody standing in front of her.
No. I'm very curious to see what happened here.
No, it was a.
Whoever was across the way.
The admin person is shooting.
Oh,
over
okay.
here.
So she thinks it was somebody was across the way. So she was getting into it with a scav, and then somebody took the opportunity.
So that would make sense. Say if somebody was on the roof or something and she's inside the computer room running from them, they do get a pretty clear free shot somewhere from that east wing.
Mm-hmm. And good on her
No.
for thinking that through, honestly, because a lot of people would just be like, I don't know what happened, bah! Like lose their shit. And she thought it through. And that could be 100% right. Somebody was just sitting up there and got that perfect opportunity and took it.
Yep. No,
So-
I mean, she could be like me and say, hey, you know, it was definitely a cheater because I only died to cheaters in
Right,
Tarkov. We all know this.
Yes, yes. You are the exception. We don't doubt that at all, you know. But Capitalize just heard all this stuff go down. There's no way he didn't. And even Scav might have heard some fighting up there.
I'd like to avoid them if possible.
Now, I'm very curious as to where Scav is going right now because he did make a pretty big loop from the pier up to the power station. And now it looks like he's moving to the gas station or to the bus stop here where there are a lot more filing cabinets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we've actually seen the passive gameplay work a lot better on this one. Whereas like on customs, it doesn't work as well. You know.
Exactly. So Capitalize is definitely in a precarious situation because he is surrounded. We do know that there is a player that's somewhere over there that did shoot at Miss Magpie, whether it was the scavs that started it or anything like that.
Someone just died.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Let's see. Now, it is still good for her. She
Yeah.
did pick up a lot of points grabbing that graphics card and all of those items in her kappa.
That's going to at least help a little bit because you don't know what happens to your competitors if they get taken out. So like you said earlier, any point that you can possibly get your hands on, take it.
Exactly.
Good thing I only got flashes.
So Capitalize is definitely hearing something. He's playing a little passive. He's looking around right now. I'm curious as to what he's hearing though.
I wonder if the person came down and actually is trying to loot her, which would make sense.
Yeah, Scav is playing this straight to his strong suit. I went into his chat earlier today asking him what his tactics were going to be during the battles, and he said that he is going to play passively. That is what he's strong at. That's what he likes to do. He's going to try to be a little bit slower and more methodical with what he's doing instead of just running in and trying to gun everybody down. So he's definitely playing to that strong suit right now.
He's been in these before. He was actually in my battles before there were even seasons. So he knows that some of the gameplay doesn't work for every map. Uh-oh, he's into it with somebody.
I think I have 30 minutes.
Oh, flash him, get him flashed. He lost the fight. Was that a two-man that pushed
It
him?
was a two-man. He got flanked from the left, and then another one came from the right. That is super unfortunate.
Dang it.
And because the flash went over the hill, it didn't actually hit the guy on the right. I believe it more than likely flashed the one on the left, but that was an unfortunate circumstance there.
Got some okay points though.
Hopefully he was able to bank some of those points like he was talking about. Man, oh man, oh man. So he did get 3 scav kills and then whatever points he was able to put into his gamma. So because Capitalize is our last guy left, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute this real quick and we're going to go to a full screen view of Capitalize.
Perfect.
Oh, no, we just have to watch a quick ad here. We got to pay our taxes to Twitch. Then we'll be good. although he's been in the mix of quite a few things, he's done well avoiding issues.
Exactly. He has done exceptionally well just trying to make sure that he's getting the parts that he needs. He's listening. He's not pushing anything too aggressive. And he's 100% just saying, okay, I need to get these things. I don't need to push these fights that I'm hearing. Let me avoid what I can avoid.
Honestly, this is something that we talk about a lot when you're trying to help somebody get their task done or they're new to Tarkov. And I say it all the time, when you're going into a map, have a plan, right? Like you have a bunch of time down the road to just chat it up. But right now, if you need to get your task done, you're worried about your XP, yada yada, go into a map, stick to the plan, and then get out. Don't get distracted. I'm a great example of what happens when you get distracted, because I hear a gunshot and then, yeah, I love to run at him. But he did that with Miss Magpie. He knew damn well somebody was up there, and instead of engaging and risking it all, he backed off. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know, if you only watch the top row of Twitch, you probably think that there would be something wrong with that. But this game is not Call of Duty. You are probably not skilled like that in order to just push every single thing that you hear. Instead, just stay on track. And he may come out being the big point gainer for this round because of that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hang around here too long, chat.
Now he is taking a lot of time, and I understand what he's doing. He is trying to just clear the roofs because a lot of people have started going to the roofs on this map. This used to be a place that nobody ever went before Sanitar came along, unless you were doing a task up there. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to 301 and I hadn't checked the roof over here and got shot at from it. It's definitely something I check every time. Ooh, good pickup on that scab that was just laying there.
That dude got bodied though right here.
Yeah, someone killed him. I don't know who they are or where they went.
So he is picking up a nice amount of points between killing scavs and grabbing some of his tech items. I do feel though he is playing a little too slow, you know, from the way that I personally had played this map. I feel like you've got to have a little bit of urgency because you do only have a set amount of time. You don't have the full raid.
I'm sure his battle mod is going to keep him on track. Dave is a very good battle mod. Not that we have bad ones. Some tend to talk a lot more than others do. And just depending on what people request. Some people are like, hey, keep me informed constantly. You know how it goes with your battle mod. You've been through this a couple of times now. Others are like, you know what? I'm going to be super concentrated. Only talk to me if you really have to. So we'll just see how they decide to work together.
Yeah, the battle mods are absolutely amazing. I've had both Brian and I've had Needy, and absolutely two very different style of battle mods, but the battle mods are 100% your lifeline through all of this. They are super knowledgeable and they know exactly how to keep the players on track and keeping them informed.
Yeah, and they're your cheerleader, right? That's the only one in your ear telling you, hey, this is your goal. Don't forget about your goal. But then when something happens, they're also going to be yelling in your ear, hell yeah, get him, you know? So good kill, you know, or that was on point, and those things do help. So yes, like chat said, shout out to the battle mods. Without them, I say it every week, every day that we do this, because it would not be possible without them.
Yeah, honestly, we can't thank them enough. Like, I know the amount of work that they put in to help you get everybody sorted for these battles. They are absolutely amazing. So now this is one thing that I do find interesting, that he is picking up a lot of non-tech items, which there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But it's like, do you need that extra weight while you're going for these specific items?
Right.
Is he going to jump off?
He's trying to jump off. I think that this balcony is something happened with it. It's given me the most problems.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of clipping with the ceiling now on this one. And he's not able to make it. It's definitely that he's not overweight.
No, he's gonna want to stop wasting time. Get down to second floor and jump out that. Oh. But we made it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. He had to just get a little sprint jump.
And he's got to bleed. He's gonna want to fix that stat.
Yeah.
Oh, geez Louise.
So I definitely understand why he did that. There may have been somebody down with only one way in, one way out of the east wing here. I definitely get the play here, but I feel like he might have ended up using a lot more time fixing both of these broken legs, repairing the bleed, that he could have just used to push down the second, maybe not taking as much damage and got a little bit more intel about what's going on around him.
Jumping off these balconies is one of my favorite things in Tarkov until I hit the ground. Then it's, you know what it is. It's not the fall that kills you. It's the sudden stop at the end is the thing, right?
The new maneuver that a lot of players have been using is jumping from the roof onto that little building, that little storage building on the out. And it's always super interesting and entertaining.
I did that a couple wipes ago and took out a 2-man that was there. One was behind and one was inside, trying to shoot up at us, but they thought we were probably on 2nd or 3rd story. And honestly, the rush was phenomenal. I felt so damn proud. I was like, I can retire now. That's it. I've done everything there is to do in this entire game. Like,
Sigma hit Chad's status at that moment.
Yeah.
That's when she knew she made it.
Yeah, that was my peak, and then everything's been downhill since then. But
so he's definitely still taking a lot of time looking for. It looks like he's just trying to peek into the windows, making sure he's not going to get shot at from anywhere.
Because in his head, okay, so you've been in these situations. In his head, I would assume every one of your competitors is 15 feet away from you, right? Like anywhere you're going, you're like, okay, I've got to get out of resort because everybody's in here. But then you start moving and you're like, no, they probably didn't go to resort. I didn't hear enough noise there. You start second guessing every move.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens is you really start like thinking to yourself, okay, there at any moment my competitor could be going to the same building, because that's what happened with me and Suddy during the last streamer battle. Was we both decided to go to cottages to get items, and he just happened, we heard movement in there and we both happened to be right next to each other and he mowed me down. And you always have that thought in the back of your head, at any moment my competitor's right here and can kill me.
Right. And they're good competitors. That's the thing is you didn't just load into this map like any other map, any other day. You actively know there are 3 other good competitors somewhere here, and it doesn't cross your mind that they've died.
Right. You never think to yourself that, oh no, my competitor got killed by scav balls. That thought never crosses your head. At every point in this, you were thinking they've mowed through this entire map and they could be coming for me at any moment. I need to be on high alert the entire time.
100%. So usually I save this until later because tend to be more responsible. Not that I want to set any type of expectations, but this is the part where I'm gonna leave you alone with chat. Be really, really nice to Bunny. Okay, while I'm gone, go give him a follow, all that stuff. I'm gonna go refill my coffee, Bunny. I apologize.
Hey, not a problem. I luckily have my coffee cups here, so go get some coffee.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Perfect. All right, chat. So yeah, it looks like Caps might be moving towards Extract now. He may also be going over towards the cottages. Now, the cottages is a very dangerous spot, as most of you know. The cottages has been the hotbed for Sanitar and his goon squad, as I like to call them. Hey, how are you, Tony? What is going on, everybody?
Yeah, I do like that.
Refilled coffee, aka more wine, please. I thought I was following Bunny already. I'm a Papega, I guess. Batman's Rage, that is perfectly fine. Thank you for the follow if you did come through. I appreciate it. So it looks like Capitalize is now pushing towards the gas station, or just checking the spine, making sure that nothing is up here.
Pretty sure that was a scav I saw.
I mean, it would be super unfortunate. Oh, I think I know what he's doing. I think he's looking for the scav that sometimes spawns at spine, just to try to get a few extra points. I unfollowed. All right, Garb. Thanks for the unfollow. I appreciate that. Doing a really good job about being aware of the surroundings. You're a monster. That is very true. That is a very true, Hotel.
Haven't been this concentrated in so long.
All right. You can actually see the concentration on his face. He's very, very much aware of all of his surroundings right now. That's exactly true, Tony. Scav Boss's guards. So a lot of people want to try to engage Scav Boss Sanitar and his guards from a long range. And that is actually probably the worst way that you want to engage Sanitar. You want to make sure that you have some kind of healing like a Propitol going, and you 100% want to push and get into a close range battle. Now, it's very dangerous to do that, but you're going to die more times being long range than you are close range against Sanitar. So always try to get into that close range combat with him.
Okay, I made it back. Thank you so much, Bunny. Thank you.
Not a problem. So we're watching Caps right now, going ahead and pushing towards Scav Island. He's trying to pick up a few extra points on these Scavs.
Ooh, smart. I like it. I like it. Because if you do this every single round, pick up 2 or 3 extra points, that's big.
Exactly. I was kind of worried at first because I did think he was pushing towards the cottages, which there are a couple of computers, there are a lot of bags there, but there's that fear of Sanitar.
Yeah, we're good to get out, but
Chat is naughty.
I'm
naughty.
Wow.
Boosh, because especially if they're over at the cottages, dude, those guys are like 200-meter snipers. They're horrible.
Yep, and that's exactly what I was telling chat, was if you are going to go up against Sanitar and you do find him at cottages, you want to close that distance as soon as possible. You do not want to be in a long-range engagement because they're aimbots. They're going to 100%.
They are. They're so bad. They're so bad. Oh god.
Now, this is an interesting tactic. I don't understand why he's coming out here.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta get out of here now.
He's picking up that extra few points just from killing this Scav.
I love Scav Island until I have to leave it and I realize what a position I've put myself in. It can be scary out there.
It really can be, because you have one way in, one way out, and your enemy combatant 100% knows that. They know that you don't have a choice. You have to push towards them. Good clearing, double checking. He's very aware of extract campers, I feel. Now, Capitalize, I did check up on him before the battle to see. He does seem to be a majority of a labs player, so it is interesting seeing him play a lot of other maps that I haven't really. He reminds me a lot of Raz, that he enjoys labs for reasons that I don't understand.
I miss it.
Love it.
Yeah, I miss it a lot, to be honest. It's a damn shame. He said he's aware of the extract campers. It's sad. We've also hit that point where we can't run labs, and damn it, if you're trying to get out of a map, you better check every little thing that you can before you get in there.
Now, it does seem like he plays on a super high DPI, because I am noticing him flick almost doing a 180 whenever he turns. And that, on labs, I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I can't do this this really high DPI, honestly. All right, so he got out of there with still 5 minutes on the clock. Nothing wrong with that. I would rather watch people secure points than worry about being in there too long and running the risk of your competitors all of a sudden trying to get out at the exact same time,
Exactly.
There we go. Okay, so that one's done. Chat, if you want to jump ahead just to be in the know, we're going to be moving on to customs next. We're going to give everybody a chance for their battle mod to get caught up, report it over to hotel, and then we'll be good to go. And they'll just have everybody, like we did before, we'll have everybody come up to this voice channel and we'll go over the map with them for customs. And Bunny is going to be our bag hider, guys. Bunny is going to load in with them and go hide the bag. So it'll be exciting. And Bunny, don't tell anybody where you hid the bag, because we all want to be guessing as well.
Perfect. I have a spot that I feel is going to be a prime spot. We'll see what happens if anybody finds it.
Okay. As long as it's not 3rd floor behind a dresser. Everybody has chosen that, and everybody thinks that it's the best hiding spot that nobody knows of. And it's like, hey guys, I can't have you hide it there because other people keep hiding it there.
Nope.
Okay, good.
This is my own special little spot.
Oh, Wandering Ranger says, but you could tell him. No. Scavin, boys. Oh boy. It's just such a relaxing time for my side of it to get to come hang out with chat and get to watch all of this. And you know, we're perfecting it every season. We try to make it a little bit better, whether it's through the graphics that you see, the presentation that we have. There's a lot of things. There's a long list. You guys know I don't half-ass anything. There's a long list of things that I would like to do to keep improving this for everyone, but I feel like we've hit a point this season where I'm comfortable. I'm okay. And chat is patient. They've always been patient with us as we keep growing this and trying to make it bigger and better. But I'm really happy with this. And Bunny, you've been following along for a while now. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've been watching the streamer battle since you actually started it from season 1, and it took some convincing from one of my moderators to sign up for season 2. He gives me a lot of trash, and he was like, well, you know, if I didn't think you were good enough, I wouldn't have told you to. And from that moment, like, I've loved it, and seeing the growth and how much you and all of the mods and all of the battle mods put into this. It is absolutely amazing, and I honestly cannot wait to see what you guys do from here forward.
Oh, thank you. Oh, there's a community effort. Everything from our graphics to finding the right way to multi-stream it to how to control sound. Like, every time we just try to improve it a little bit more. So thank you. Hi, Rebel. Hi, Bacon. We're trying. We don't have a full studio. We don't, you know, there's some things that we don't have, but overall it takes second seat, I guess you would say, to just getting it done. You know, sometimes that's the worst thing in life, right? Is like, you want to do something, and instead of just doing it and then working it out, like streaming, for example, I had to just jump headfirst into it and trip over everything that I possibly could to start finding my footing. Whereas if I had sat back and waited for everything to be perfect, I would have never jumped into it. Oh, Hotel's giving us an update. So as you guys can see on the screen, we have Capitalized sitting at 19 points. Scav and Magpie are tied at 12, and Lamb's Breath is at 8. So not a huge gap here yet. Nothing that's not easily overcome by a couple of good placements of items, or picking things up, or killing competitors, or other PMCs for that matter. So nothing to write home about yet, but we are starting to see some points on the board. So battle mods, when you're good to go, when your PMCs are good to go, just have everybody come up here and join us, please and thank you. So Boosh is asking Philbo, do you aim with your wrist only or hand plus your lower arm? I don't even know how I do it.
I'm a hand plus lower arm. Like, I put my whole arm on the table.
The only time is it Landmark? I think he moves it literally like his whole arm. I think that's the only person that I've ever paid attention to how they move, let alone myself. I have no idea how I move. I guess it's... Wow.
Yeah, I'm a whole, because I play on such a low DPI. Like, I play on 400 DPI, and then I have all of my senses. If I get into a close combat situation, I fling my entire arm to turn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm on like 1800 DPI.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure I'm, whatever, like 800, is that the average?
My sensitivity is at like 0.2, 0.3, so.
Oh, okay, okay. Ghost Freak promotes that a lot. Ghost Freak promotes knowing, he has some websites that he talks about where you can kind of learn what actually works for you. And he promotes it a lot. He says it's very important. And so it goes in one ear and out the other for me. If we could just have Scav and Philbo join us, we will get this started for customs. Ghost sees us, he's just gonna shake his head. He's like, yeah, I know, Sigma. All right, Scav's with us. So the point standings, if you guys don't know, we have Capitalized at 19. Scav and Miss Magpie are tied at 12. Lamb's Breath, you're at 8. I was just saying that this really isn't a huge gap in points, to be honest with you. We've had guys score up in the 50s on some of these maps. Just one map. So Capitalized, don't get comfortable, although you did a very good job. You were the only one that survived.
Yeah, GG, dude. That was a good run.
Yeah, I was very cautious. I was yelling at myself mentally, do not go and push that.
No, you actually, we were talking about this, and I think it's really important, especially for new players or people trying to work on their tasks to focus on. You went in there on a mission and you stayed on task, and you actually backed away from where Magpie was to stay on your task, which was really smart because it ended up saving you a possible fight, which we all know, you know, any possible fight, I don't care how good you are, can take you out in 1 second. So yeah, that worked out, and you're the only one that survived. So very good job. Hats off to you. We're gonna head into customs. I'm gonna bring this up for everybody at home. Bunny is going to be your bag hider, so he will be loading in with you guys. Make sure that you invite him. So all 4 of you plus your bag hider are going to load into customs, hopefully at night. If somebody can double check that for me and see if night is available.
We do have night. We're at 1 a.m.
Perfect. So get your night vision together, guys. This is going to be the exact same format as before. You're going to load in. You're going to have 90 seconds to get away from each other. However, that 90 seconds is not going to start until Bunny says the bag is hidden. And then you're going to drink your mayo. It should be a 100 out of 100 mayo. I'll start the 90-second timer. You guys will take off away from each other. What's important here is that you don't bring any stems with you, period, other than a morphine. And you don't bring golden star. We want nothing that will counteract the dehydration that's going to happen, because you guys are going to be hunting for a bug out bag that is somewhere in the dorms. It can either be in 2-story or 3-story, and no, it won't be on the roof. Some people have asked. It will not be on the roof. I will not know where it is. The only person that will know is Bunny. If Bunny doesn't make it all the way to the dorms, but let's say he dies smack dab in the middle, I will make sure that you guys have some inkling of where it may be if it's not in the dorms, okay? So you guys are gonna have any guns and armor that you want, your night vision and flashbangs. We don't allow other throwables, thermals, IRs, or T7s. By that I mean don't bring a Reaper. And I don't allow run-throughs. The points stay the same for the scavs and the PMCs, and for the boss, if you kill Rashala, that's 5 points. However, if you extract, it's 5. If you extract with the bug out bag, that's another 10 points. Okay, so the bug out bag will have water in it, an IFAC, MRE, money for the extract if the car is available, yada yada. It's a typical bug out bag, and it's going to be an army bag. That's what you're going to be hunting for. And no, none of you are allowed to bring in an army bag with you. We did have this happen one time. Somebody brought in an army bag full of Keck tape, threw it down somewhere, somebody else found it, thought they found the bag, and it just turned out to be a mess. So please, nobody else bring in an army bag. Right.
I gotta back out and grab different keys, guys. Sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine. And Garlem is pointing out, please don't put too much money in it, Bunny. Yesterday, Sharptooth found the bag. He was unable to actually pick up the bag, but in all the excitement, none of us realized it was because there was a ton of money in it, and he already had a ton of money on him, so he was unable. Yeah, so.
Yep.
There you
keep
go.
It reasonable. We'll keep it reasonable.
Keep it reasonable for sure.
What's the limit? 150? 150K, or is it 250?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
The car extract is 7,000. So
yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to bring in money for your own car extract, you're totally allowed to do that, but the bug out bag will have it in there as well.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, because it is just an army bag, I was going to give you guys a bunch of toilet paper, but that just won't fit in there.
Last wipe, I think it was, right when that virus was hitting, that's all I would get for viewer kits is item cases full of toilet paper, and they'd be like, "Hey, get it out of reserve."
I for the last wipe, or when that virus first started happening, I ran reserve with nothing but a giant backpack on it, and I would run up to people with nothing else and wiggle at them, and then just drop them toilet paper and then run away and try to find as many
Chat
players
again
as I
if
could
you
to
want
get
to
toilet
see
paper to
that
before I died.
graphic we just had up, the one that's in the bottom right on
It didn't happen a lot, I
Capitaliz's
died live.
screen. You can see it
People aren't
right there with
trusting.
that link.
For Sigma on her stream when we were doing the drops event, all she kept finding was soap. All we kept getting in as drops from her channel was soap.
Yeah.
So we now have a soap emote for
Yeah.
Sigma.
Well, because it's really exciting. Like, you want to get soap as a drop, but you just don't ever want to drop the soap, right? That's the kicker. So, yeah. Well, people were complaining. I'm sure that you guys saw it. Like, they're like, all I'm getting is a soap, and I was like, that's so exciting. So every time somebody got a soap, we celebrated for them. We were really excited for them.
Do you feel that Nikita specifically targeted you with soap for your channel?
Maybe, I don't know, but hey, we made an emote out of it, and anytime we find it in raid now, we get really excited. So yeah. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it, you know. We should do something.
So how did last
Like
raid go
run a
with the,
raffle
with
every
the
time we
deaths?
find us.
What
So
all ended up
every
happening?
time.
I walked into East Wing and someone was camping 110, and I died immediately.
I ran up to admin, and then there was a scav with a shotgun that pushed me, and I tried to get away, and then the boy, assuming who was camping east, killed me.
It might have been the same guy. Did he have AK? 762?
Some S name, something like that.
It was some S name too. Yeah. I forgot to look, and I got yelled at for it, but I won't do that again. I promise. Okay, Brett?
Aw.
Good.
Good job, Prep, putting the fear
your
of the
PMC
battle
in
mod.
line.
Yes.
Good job, man. You gotta keep your PMCs in line. They
Chief.
get so excitable.
Chief, dude,
She was
you
not
killed it
happy
on
with
your
me, okay?
on your I can word fundraising stream.
Started
Good
becoming a
job,
habit with
dude.
me battle
Good
modding last
job.
season to just realize they're not going to remember, and you just have to start clipping when they go through that screen because they're just going to click through.
I'm so used to putting a scene up before the name
Yeah.
because in case it's like a bad name or something. You know what I mean?
Which overall is a
So-
good habit.
It is a good
Yeah.
habit. It is. Yeah, I
Why-
never
why
want to
give them the
promote those.
popularity?
Exactly.
Carlo.
No free marketing from my channel.
I was watching you, Chief, just go through labs and like unable to carry all that stuff out. It was really cool. It was really cool. Thanks for coming by to say hi today. More crafts with it, Damien. I like it. I like it.
Anyone's a game.
What are you drinking, Scab?
I went on a little 3-day trip to Nashville. Got a little local brewed wheat beer with raspberries.
Nice, nice. That's what a lot of people say. God, Sigma, I'm so nervous. I just drink a beer and take a shot. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but one of
Alright.
each,
Got
not
nothing
12 of
further.
each.
Right, right. All right, you're all
Weird.
in.
Yep.
So once Bunny says that the bag is hidden, then I'll start the 90-second timer after you drink your mayo. Wait to drink the mayo. If anything comes up on you guys, just mow them down with all your Chadness, okay?
Note taken.
The power of
The
Chads.
server, so you like speed ran over here. It was hilarious.
Yeah, and just a side note, by the way, guys, during the time that we wait or the 90 seconds, whatever you kill will count for your points because we completely understand. You've got to defend yourself. The only thing we ask is just obviously don't kill your competitor until that 90 seconds is up. I think it's an unsaid rule, but you know, we've got to say it.
Good luck.
I can't tell if it's on or off.
You know, after yesterday's incident with customs chat, I think
I'm
we
gonna
should
do
be
my
really
best to try
excited
not to kill anything for
that
you
everybody
guys,
loaded in
so that way
data.
you guys can still try to get as max points as you can.
know, poor Data. Sheaf, oh my god. Sheaf, first off, 2 things that you gotta watch. Okay, go back on the VOD and watch this. I won't have it posted on YouTube until next week. Customs was a hot mess trying to get Data in. The other thing was interchange. Sheaf, if you watch anything from yesterday, go watch the interchange.
Right, the
it should
bag
take you
is
about
heavy.
8 minutes to watch the entire thing.
So mayo time.
Yep, go ahead and drink. Oh,
Count it down.
sorry. Yep, go ahead, drink your mayo, and then I
Let's
will
do it.
start the 90-second timer.
I just hear everyone crack the lid. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying.
All right, best of luck, homies.
All right, guys, 90 seconds starts now.
Good luck, guys.
God, it was so bad. Hotel and I were talking about that interchange run for like 10 minutes last night. Shagster, look away! Look away! Hopefully they separate well. 45 seconds.
Are we allowed to head anywhere near the dorms or no?
Yes, you can. Just make sure that your competitors are not, you guys aren't near each other. $25 seconds.
Capitalize and Scav, you are pretty much on top of each other.
What is that?
Capitalize and Scav are pretty much on top of each other. You need to
I
split
got
up.
you. Yep, I'll flank back.
I was gonna hop over.
All right, you got it, brother. So you hop over. I will not.
Time should be up, but I'm gonna give you guys another few seconds just to make
Sorry
sure we
about
get.
that. It's
No,
not-
you're
I
fine.
was kinda-
No worries.
Inadvertently.
Okay, guys, I'm
I
gonna
think we're
consider
separated.
this raid hot. Good luck.
So I'm excited to see how this is all going to play out for them. Being in the raid and hearing a lot that's going on the other side of the map, there's definitely a lot of action happening for a nighttime raid.
Yeah, for sure. And we actually have one already in dorms searching. I love it. I love it.
Perfect. Yeah, they're not waiting around. They're definitely pushing for this. So I was kind of excited to see like who was going to be the aggressors of this map, see who was going to play it out this way and just push as fast as they could.
Now,
So it
Red
definitely looks-
Ops started this trend, and I don't know how many of them are going to follow through with it, but Red Ops absolutely killed it on this map and never even messed with the bag or dorms. He ended up killing 19 scavs and just kept to the kind of the outside and running around the map and using up every minute that he had and then left.
And that's exactly what I did. I followed in that red technique because I knew that the contestants that I was going against were absolute beasts when it came to PvP. And it was one of those situations where I felt it was safer to push towards the outside, do what I need to. And I also decided that, okay, I'm going to push to the new area. I know my competitors are going into the dorms to look for things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the grenade launcher and just absolutely blow the building up and try to kill as many of them as I can inside.
There you go. I don't think it's a bad idea. So I see that we do have 1 in 3-story dorms, 1 in 2-story dorms.
Like literally slow down.
And it definitely looks like Sensei Scav is going to stay on the outside. It doesn't look like he's going to push in. He's all the way back at the containers, killing Scavs, just going for points any way that he can right now.
I do not down this strategy at all. And so for a while we did ponder, like, should we put more emphasis on the bag? It was one of the suggestions that we had. Should we put more emphasis on killing PMCs? And honestly, I kind of want to leave it out there for an option. There's different ways. You might be in the exact same tournament, but you have options on how you choose to play it. And
Exactly.
if you want to take this chance to go kill a bunch of scavs and kind of run an avoidance thing, that's okay. You know, that's not any different. Oh.
Magpie just got dropped. I believe it was actually by Lamb.
It might have been. It might have been. So he's going to push straight over there. Judging by his actions, I think it was him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely knows he's pushing. I feel like he definitely knows that he dropped somebody over in 3-story.
I think it might have been too far away for Capitalize to hear it, but he is near the grenade launcher. He could have ran up there if he heard anything happening at dorms.
Yeah, he is definitely making a push towards it. I'm interested to see if that's what his game plan is to hop on that grenade launcher, or if he's just trying to farm scavs up. Now, he does have to be super careful here, because whether it's day or night, scav boss will spawn inside of this new building, and he is not easy to approach from this building.
No.
They have way too much.
They do. They have so many options. We were just talking about options. They have a lot of options. Now, it was Lamb's Breath that got her, but he just doubted himself. He said, I don't know if I got him. So he's pushing with caution, which is smart. You should always push with caution.
Always push with caution, unless you can actually confirm the kill. And even if you can confirm the kill, sometimes with a new... Oh no.
Capitalize just went down, our points leader.
He did. He just got taken out. Was that... So now Lamb is confirming his kill. He did realize who it was.
That's got to make him feel good. When you kill a competitor that you've been there, you feel good.
So he's being very methodical about the rooms that he's checking. He's checking to see if I unlocked a door or something like that. He did accidentally just kick that door.
Oh shit, we're running out. We're running out of juice.
Oh, the dehydration is starting to kick in. Okay, I did not see who killed Capitalize. Did anybody else catch who killed Capitalize? Was it a player? Was it a scav?
Juice. Crackers. That's the opposite of what we need. Come on.
Oh, it was a grenade that got him.
It was a grenade. I heard an, you know, I was wondering, because it did look like he dropped super fast from that explosion. And it didn't look like there was any gunfire at him.
Not losing health yet.
So, in this situation, Lamb's Breath is the only one that has that extra information that one of the competitors is out. As far as Scav is concerned, he has no idea that 2 of the competitors are out.
Yeah, Scav is very much under the impression that all 3 of his competitors are still very much alive.
Oh.
He's playing smart.
Wait, Chad is saying Scav is the one who dropped the nade.
Oh, Scav.
Okay. All right, Scav, we see you.
I'm getting kind of risky in here.
So
Thank you so much, chat.
Thank you, chat. Yeah, so they both were pushing out to try to play this, you know, in what we're dubbing as the red op strategy. Did he hear something? He just threw a flashbang. I think he might have a player or something up here.
Correct, Draco.
Oh, a scav, not comp scav. Oh, okay. Okay. So, just a regular scav, or was it a raider scav, or one of Rashala's dudes? What? Regular, gotcha.
It was just a regular scav with a great grenade throw. Okay. Interesting.
Man, I do not blame Lamb for shooting these lights out. They are so annoying with that night vision on.
Yeah, and it does it. You know, his night vision is, which night vision is he wearing? Because he has the much deeper green. Oh, he is wearing the bug-eyed ones. His green is much, you know, crisper. It's a lot darker, so those lights are affecting him a lot more than if you mess with the post FX a little bit and turn that brightness down on him. So one thing people don't realize is that when you do mess with post FX and you turn the brightness down, it doesn't give you an unfair advantage. It just makes it a little bit easier into those bright. You're not having the J.J. Abrams experience. You're not getting all that lens flare.
Absolutely.
Still doing a really good job searching for this bag. He's looking through each room. He's trying to decide, okay, where would it be? Checking the door, see what I might have locked or unlocked to see.
And that's the thing that typically happens. We talk about it every time we have a competition is these guys will go in there, they'll search for a certain amount of time, and then they'll start convincing themselves that somebody found it, or that it's not even worth it anymore, or whatever. And it's funny to hear them start talking through it. They'll start talking through it, and you just kind of giggle along the way, because we will convince ourselves of anything.
Yeah, exactly. We'll definitely convince ourselves that there's something going on here, that we, you do this all the time. Most players do this, where it's like, okay, you convince yourself that you didn't get it killed, and then you get out of raid and you 100% see those question marks, and you're like, oh, I actually killed this person.
Right. yes, that's for sure. You can guess where it's at. We will not tell you where it's at. I do not know where it's at. There's only one person who knows where it's at, and that is Bunny, who hit it.
Sigma's hosting it.
What floor is he on right now? It looks like he's on second. He's jumping over. Yeah, he's on second. He's jumping over.
Yep.
Doing a really good job searching. I'm excited to see this.
He's stopping to check jackets, to each their own. I will say the most exciting time we've ever had with the bag, and those in chat that maybe weren't here for the OCE solos, it was actually GURPS. So ZZ Fool hid the bag. He thought he did a great job hiding it in the bathroom on the first floor, right? Here comes GURPS right after the 90 seconds is up. GURPS comes flying in through the window of the bathroom, and the bag's sitting there. He snatches the bag, runs straight to the car, sends the car away, and goes and hides the bag somewhere else. Goes back into the map to Scavs in it with something. Goes back into the map, kills everything he can possibly find, goes and gets the bag where he hid it, and then extracts with it. It was
super smart.
It was literally, as we were calling it, a clinic in how to run the customs find the bag. It was hilarious.
So the thing that we're seeing right now is Lance is not doing what I expected most players to do. Not what I did either on my run. Was before I cared about anything else, I knew that my dehydration was going to really start affecting me super early. And I wanted to make sure that I got some kind of hydration, because if he gets a black stomach or anything right now, he's in a world of hurt.
That's true. It is.
Yeah, and a lot of times the competitors forget that you have no hydration. You are dying every second that you're in this raid without a drink.
He's hoping probably to find a drink as he's...
Oh, I
just found one. Perfect. And Scav has a whole war going on over there in the new area.
He does. Now, it does look like Scav... I'm still kind of questioning, is that Scav boss at the... at the new building? Because that grenade throw and then seeing Scav in a huge fight over here, I'm starting to feel like it might be.
He should approach it like it is.
100%. He should be under the impression that at any moment Scav boss is here and I could die.
He is being thorough. I do appreciate this, because there is a lot of times where we've watched guys run right past the bag.
Mm-hmm. So he's definitely being, methodical with checking every room. Now, part of me did think to go through and just unlock and open every single door to mess with them, so that way they would have zero idea of where I had been.
I'm starting to think it is short side, bro. Whoever said it was short side 2-story, I'm starting to think you're right.
Okay, so here comes the talking to himself about where it may or may not be.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited to listen in on this, because I want to know exactly what he's saying to himself.
He's starting to think that it's probably over in the 2-story.
Mm-hmm. He's starting to come to that to the realization that, hey, maybe this isn't in 3-story. Maybe it was pushed over to 2-story.
99% sure
I do love the way that the dorms area, since the customs rework, you have a lot more options in the way that you can fight through this map and move out of the windows.
Heck yeah, it's great, because it reminds me of Resort, and like I said earlier, I love jumping off the balconies, using it as a flanking opportunity, and now in customs, you have to watch your back when you decide to go into dorms on so many other angles, listen to so many other sounds.
Exactly, because if you hear jumping, you've got to be very much aware that, oh, they might be coming through a window on me. I need to be aware of this.
Yep. It's scary, but if you're the one coming through the window, you're like, haha, this is great.
And you know, the other thing that I'm kind of hoping for is I know that we were given a little tease that there's another map rework coming in from Nikita, and people have been speculating about what map it is. I kind of hope it's Shoreline, to the sense of I want the windows on Shoreline to be, you know, being able to extract through those windows. So, you know, East Wing, you only have the one window that, or the one entrance and exit, unless you jump off a balcony or the roof. But imagine those windows at the back that everybody peeks through, being able to go out of those.
Yeah, that would be super cool. Or Woods could use a lot of love. For a long time, I have had a love-hate relationship with Woods, and I would really like to see some cottages, or this is crazy, and this is not just a rework, this is a whole thing. But what if they made it a circle map and opened up the entire lake, so now you could snipe across the entire lake for the whole thing? But I would just, and there's been talks about expanding tunnels, making you know, different, the 16 and the 14 actually have more tunnels in there. Yeah, but there's a lot of things that they could do with Woods. I like the map, but I am so tired of telling my teammate that they're by the tree. You know,
yeah, it's like, Sigma, which tree? I don't know.
Right.
There's 17 of them next to me.
in the panic of everything, you know, it's literally the only thing that we all go to. I don't care how experienced you are. The second the panic sets in, you know, he's by the rock, he's by the tree. You know.
Exactly. But that, and you know, Woods is definitely a map that
is the person I was looking out for.
I think most players will say, if you say what's your least favorite map, unfortunately it is Woods. Oh, we're getting some shots. Looks like Lamb was just shooting out more lights.
Yeah,
he just really hates these lights.
I don't blame him. I really don't. Sometimes those lights, you shoot at them over and over again and they don't go out.
Yeah, because you have to hit that sweet spot on the lights to make them go out.
Exactly, Haven. Yeah. Then you start going, well, no, see the biggest tree closest to us. Now go to the right a little bit by the rock. And I don't know how sometimes my teammates are like, oh, okay, I got him. And you're like, oh, yeah. I don't know how you understood what I was saying, but thank God.
So Sensei is playing this super smart. It looks like he, though, is starting to make...
Like, bro.
Where is he located at right now?
I don't know if he's by sticks and stones. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't play this game a lot, Bunny, so
yeah, it definitely looks like he is just it almost looks like the field right near dorms, like he might be trying to wait.
Hear something.
Yeah.
So what are the rules on getting up to go pee?
Lamb's asking what's the pee rules.
Like it. I like it.
See if they find me in a room.
Well,
come find me, suckers. Come find me.
Oh, he's going. He's going to pee. I talk about this all the time. The Tarkov pees are real. People don't understand.
When nature calls, right? You answer.
And you know, you could be in between raids for 20 minutes, and the moment you get into that raid and something's going on, that's when it hits you, and you're like, oh, I've got to go.
Yeah, right now.
Oh, poor Preppy, the battle mod for Lambs is just like, can you hold it?
Yeah. So on one side, luckily we know that Scav is over at gas station. However, you don't know who else is in that raid.
Exactly. Yeah, so Scav was where I had thought he was, over in that field near the dorms. He pushed back over towards gas. I'm trying to... Like, is he just looking for free scavs to kill is what I'm guessing he's doing.
I think so. And I mean, they still have 13 minutes left, so...
I do like Scav's choice in optics for this because the Voodoo is one of those optics that's a lot like the Valide where
Got a player.
Good player kill right there.
Nice.
Very nice, Scav.
Now, how many partners does this guy have? Because if there's 4, there's 5. If there's 5, there's 6. Like, you know, it never ends.
Yep. Oh, he's going for somebody else inside shortcut.
Now, he's got some highly pissed off scavs. Oh, he got the one that was in shortcut. Good job, Scav.
Good stuff.
Let's
Very
go.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
And that's like we were saying, at any moment the scoring and what you're getting can change very quickly. Scav picking up these kills, it's huge. The bag still has not been found. Oh, looks like he's got another one trying to push him through shortcut door.
There you go. Good. That was my concern. Don't get yourself stuck in shortcut.
Exactly. And now with shortcut being unlocked and not requiring a factory key to go through anymore, it does give you that good availability to just get out very quickly.
Oh, okay. So he'd been tracking this PMC or PMCs for a while. Thank you, Batman.
Thank you for that, Batman. Yeah, so I like the tactic here. A lot of people don't realize that with this garbage can here now, you can just do this jump over and get a good flank on people that might be holding that door of shortcut.
Purple, I don't know. I used my factory key the other day, but I have no idea.
Wait, I might be wrong on that. I thought that was the talk, was that they weren't going to allow that, like they were going to remove that factory key use from that.
Well, I was really excited because I had 1 use left on my factory key, so I opened that door with pride and got to the next door and was like, oh, rip. Had to back out, go jump over the porta potty.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I may be mistaken. I thought that was one of the things that they had talked about in the patch notes, was removing the use of the factory key from that door, but that might not have gone through.
Lamb's Breath is you know, still on his hunt for the bag. Oh, he found the bag.
Using that time to go back through the rooms that he finally found. I left him a diary of all of my deepest, darkest secrets so he could have that.
Wow, nice. That was nice of you. Yeah. Reddit, here he comes.
Yeah. So I was hoping, you know, I was going to give them toilet paper and the diary so that way while he could read it while using the restroom.
I like it. I like it. You're very considerate of you. Now, I don't know if the car was there. Did you see while you were in the raid?
I did not see the car while I was there. It made me nervous when I was pushing in to hide the bag because I was like, oh, usually when the car's not here, Scav Boss may be around, because that does seem to happen. They coincide with each other like that quite often.
Okay. Okay.
Get aggressive here.
So did he must have heard somebody up here? I'm not sure. I don't know if I would push anybody after I found the bag, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm thinking, is he heard somebody going towards a marked room, which you found the bag. You've gotten a lot of points here, so I'm very curious as to why he's deciding to push this, but hey.
I think this boy's
very smart of him. He went back to 3-story. He was very determined to find that bag, and it made me laugh because I put it in the bathroom after watching the Oceana. I was like, look, even if somebody watched this, there's no way they're going to check here again that early. So while you're telling this story, I'm laughing to myself going, I put it in the same spot.
Thanks so much for that reset, dude.
So we're coming up on 9.5 minutes left here. I don't think Scav's taken out that other PMC, which is a concern. And he still wants to get that tag off of the first guy that we saw over by the pipe ambulance area.
Yeah, so he's still wanting to get that. He still has to be concerned because that other player was on this side of the shortcut. So he doesn't know if that player pushed through the shortcut or not to try to flank him. So he's in a really
I just got extract camp. Never mind.
I believe that was a shotgun Scav that just one-tapped him.
One tap? One tap with AP20?
Is that what it is?
Oh,
I'm very curious to see what he just got one-tapped with.
Well, I mean, he told us.
Oh no.
Absolute heartbreaking. As somebody who got one tapped by
I
a
know,
scav
but it's just
through
something
the
to consider.
visor on Alton, I
It
know
was
what
a
he's feeling. It was
player.
a player.
People don't stream snipe me.
Chad Master my ass.
Through the
thorax?
Through the what did he hit him with?
I don't know if there are many times where
That's what I'm very curious about right now. Is what ammo was this person using?
Thanks again for all the followers, guys. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Oh,
wait.
I think he's going back to see
And
what
you would have told me if so when it said you'll tell me if the bag is not in dorms, does that mean like if he had died outside of dorms?
What was it?
AP-20
It was.
Through class 5 armor.
I'm gonna need you to not name yourself Chad Master if you're gonna be hanging out in an extract waiting for.
You'd tell me if the bag's not in dorms.
You know.
Like if he had died on the way to placing it.
So what I'm wondering though is he feels that he had full health on his chest, but I'm wondering if he hadn't healed all the way up from being in that dehydrated state, and he might have had lower health than he realizes, because it doesn't show up until you're at a certain percentage that your model starts going down.
It could be for sure. It could be for sure.
When it says
all right, so switch over to Sensei. I'm gonna listen on to what his thought process is now. That's super unfortunate. I know what that's like.
Yeah, he's cruising towards the dorms area, so maybe he can avenge. Maybe he could avenge his competitor's death. We'll see. Nothing would make me happier right now than watching Chad Master get blasted in the face with a little M61.
Yeah, 100%. I tell people this all the time. Look, you want to be an extract camper, you want to do that. There's nothing wrong. It's a valid play style. Just know that I dislike you a little bit.
Right. That's the thing. And we've talked about it before. Xville Camper and I are friends. You are allowed to disagree with people and still be cordial, right?
Exactly.
So I'm very cordial with them. I don't agree with his play style. I don't promote it. But I'm also not gonna hate the guy. That's the thing that I really don't like is people disagree with you on something or don't like your play style, and next thing you know, you're getting posts on Reddit about fuck your mom, and it's like,
yeah, exactly.
Calm down, pumpkin. It's gonna be okay.
The thing about Tarkov is it's such a unique game that we've talked about this over and over, is that it allows you to play how you want to play. That's the same that the streamer battle literally showcases, is that, hey, you can play this any way that you want. You can bring your own unique variants of guns. You can bring your own unique variants of armor, and the game's the exact same way. But the thing is that you've got to understand, if you are going to extract camp and you are going to do that, you aren't going to have the same combat or game knowledge that you're going to gain from actually going into combat scenarios. Yeah, you're going to make a little bit of rubles, but in the end, it's all going to be wiped anyway. So what are you really accomplishing?
Right.
You're not learning the game.
If you extract camp and you kill me, it's like, I don't know, like I just don't even count it as a death. In my head, I'm just like, oh, okay, that was cheesy. It doesn't count. I don't give any credit to it. I'm not going to be like, GG, dude, that was a great fight. Yeah. Like, I'm not, there's no attention that's going to be given. It's
exactly.
It's just not on my radar as you being a good player.
Yep. And everybody gets heated in those moments. They get mad. They're like, oh, fucking extract camper or anything like that. You know what I mean? We all have those moments, but it's one of those things where in the long run, you just don't care. You just move on. You go into your next raid and you just do it again. 100%.
That's what I always say is when shit goes south on my channel, what do we do, chat? You gear back up. That's it. You gear back up. All right, so now given the wannabe Chad's playstyle, whoever killed, I can't even remember his name now. Is it Chad? Chad Master?
Yeah, Chad.
Given that playstyle, I doubt we're gonna find him in dorms.
Exactly.
But Scav definitely doesn't have enough time to hunt through any rooms. He's got 4 minutes. Car is not there. He needs to leave.
He really needs to start pushing towards the extract.
Yeah.
He needs to understand exactly the distance that he has to travel across the map. It takes 2 minutes from dorms if you're going at a steady pace. Obviously, it's a lot, faster if you're sprinting or you have some kind of stem popped. But he is not leaving himself a lot of time because anything could happen on that run there. 5
points for extract is very important. If I was his battle mod, I would be yelling at him right now.
Yeah, this right now, is one of those situations where it's like you need to move. His battle mod, needs to say, hey, move 30, like, and I like that the battle mod is telling him like, hey, 30 seconds, you need to go. This isn't playtime. You've looked, just no more checking.
Right, we're done here for sure.
Yep. So now it is up to Scav to listen to that and say, okay, my battle mod has given me the information. What do I need to do with it?
Right, they're free to choose. And you know what, Razzle, we had this situation. I don't know if you were watching at all by chance, or if you saw it in the VOD or anything, but Razzle was on the map and I was screaming, get out, because I didn't realize the car was there. And I was actually mad at him because there was 2 minutes left to go, 2:30, and I was like, this is ridiculous, Razzle. You're gonna lose all these points. You're not. And then he starts running back towards dorms, and I was like, because we knew the car wasn't there, and I'm just a hot cookie. Like, you're giving up all these points, and then lo and behold, turns out that the car was there. And he was able to, and I was like, okay. And he wrote me later, and he's like, Sigma, I watched the VOD. You got to have more faith. And I was like, Yeah. So sometimes you just gotta shut up, let them do their thing.
Yep, exactly. Raz also knows. He was aware, I'm pretty sure, that he got a little lucky with the car being there.
Yeah, for sure.
So Scav is pushing. He might come across this body because this is the same path that lamb was taking.
I probably walked over it.
So I'm wondering if Scav was hoping for the car, because he did walk past it, look, and he's like, oh, it's not here, and now he's kind of in that hurry mode.
He's gotta be. Hopefully the fire is up. The one thing I will say is there is latency. Obviously, we all know that from Twitch, so we do give like a 5 to 10 second little buffer there. You know, if he's 10 feet from extract and my timer counted down, but he's getting told that he has got 10 seconds left from his battle mod, like, it's just one of those understandings that it happens every once in a while. I'm just gonna hope. The fire is up, I believe.
The fire was up when I ran by it, so I was aware of that. I decided not to take it just because I didn't want that option to be removed from the competitors. So it was up.
What's he doing? 50 seconds left. Okay, just because he knows the fire's up, he's gonna check for one more scav. Oh, got the point. Okay. And also, you guys have the opportunity to work this out with your battle mod too. There may be conversations that's happening that we don't know of like, hey, I want to know when I'm at 10 minutes and then 5 minutes and then 20 seconds. You know what I mean?
They're probably just right on the other side of that damn cabin.
Okay, all right. So he's getting out with 20 seconds left. Holy crap. Way to keep us on the edge, honestly.
Keeping it close. Keeping it super close.
Yeah, for sure. So these guys are going to get ready. Chat, if you want to read ahead, they're going to get ready for interchange. There's a graphic right there, the link for it if you want to click on it. What we'll do is all the battle mods are just taking a moment to get all their scores settled, get it up to Hotel. Hotel is our scorekeeper. If you want to go see the scoreboard laid out and say hi to Hotel, we all appreciate it. We couldn't do this without him tracking everything. You can go say hi to him. He is live. And then when they're all ready, they're just going to bring their battle mods, are going to bring their PMCs up here. Everybody will join us. Same thing. We'll go over interchange and get them started on that. And this is the last map that they're going to be loading in together on. On reserve, if you want to read ahead, there's the reserve graphic. Reserve is ran solo.
Well, I'm extremely sad that that none of them are going to get to read my diary now.
Yeah. Well, now you got Chad Masters going to read it. Maybe you can put some tips in there on how to not.
I read a little bit.
Be a hider. You know?
Hey man, he was tucked away. I heard him, and as soon as I turned, he shot me in the thorax, which was 85 out of 85, mind you, and I had level 5 armor on. So I'm like confused on how he one taps me.
Inappropriate naming on his part. Yeah, inappropriate naming.
Ratmaster.
Ratmaster for sure, for sure. All right, guys. Wow. So what we're gonna do is wait for Philbo and Sensei Scav to join us, and we'll go over the points and we'll go over interchange. Capitalize. I see that you already have it up, so I'm sure that you're prepared.
Yes, we're ready.
Perfect. Good. Overall, it was a good match. I know that we didn't get the opportunity that all of you guys wanted, but overall, I think it was good.
Very entertaining from everybody.
I'm sitting here talking to Preppy. I muted us, and I'm like, Preppy, I really hope Scav realizes that the bag is not there anymore, because he was like sitting there looking for the bag the whole time, and I'm like, that thing's not there. It's gone.
Yeah, he definitely didn't have the time that you needed, because it takes a long time to find that sometimes, you know?
It's a good spot. I checked that spot already once and had to go back. I looked through the dorms twice.
Trying, but Lamb over here to bully me, so
I hid your gun for you.
Oh my.
Aww.
I actually thought
I was hoping you had juice on you.
Nope, I was looking.
You thought I was thermal?
Yeah, because I was like in the bathroom, and I was like, how did he see me coming out of the?
I was across from you and saw your head silhouette over the window.
Oh my god.
I can't remember if I was first or second floor though. I think I was first floor in kitchen. No, I don't remember.
I was first floor bathroom. So
yeah. You both were first floor, and it was a straightest shot cross, because we looked at it and we were watching it unfold, and we were like, oh no, this is gonna go so south very quickly.
I didn't know I killed you until I got over there. I was still like acting like you were alive. I was throwing flashbangs and stuff down the hallway.
You stun locked me trying to get out of there, and then that was it. That's all I could do.
The first shot did hit you. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Well, GG's. We all died, except for Sensei.
Right. Except for him. All right, I'm gonna bring up the interchange graphic so everybody at home watching can go over this with us. So same as before, this will be the last map that you guys load in together in this format. So the 4 of you go in. Again, once you're all in, I give you 90 seconds to separate, and it'll be a 30-minute map. The loadout is any guns, armor, and any bag that you want. This is important. Any bag that you want. And you're allowed flashbangs. We don't allow other throwables, thermals, IRs, T7s, or run-throughs. The goal here is to gear up another Gopnik, aka another PMC. You can see all of the gear slots that we consider on the right-hand side. You will want to take note that the armored rig will count as one slot, but it counts as a rig and armor. So we highly recommend that you try to separate those out for the extra points. Find a rig and an armor. Each of these count for 1 point. Same thing for the scavs, the PMCs, and their tags. Those all stay the same. If you run into Killa, again, it's 5 points. Extraction is 5 points. However, the thing on this one is that you don't get any of the points from the gear slots unless you extract with them. And you're going to want to work very closely with your battle mod on this, because once you finish looting a body or a container and you take something, let's say you take a helmet, you're locking that in. You can't change it later. So if down the road you're like, I'm running out of room, oh, this guy has a beanie on, I'll swap that out for the helmet because it'll save me room. You can't do that. Okay, that's really important. You also can only take one item from each body or container that you loot. And again, like once you lock it in, we've had guys get frustrated with this. Once you lock it in, you can't take it back out. So when I said you can take any bag you want, you're going to probably be trying to fit a lot of stuff in there. I'd highly recommend you don't go running in there with a scav bag. It's not going to work out for you. Okay. Battle mods. Have I missed anything?
One thing you guys can do is you can use the inventory space within the items you loot. If you grab a rig or a backpack for your Gopnik, you can put items inside of that, so you can stack, you know, headsets or glasses inside of a rig that's inside of a backpack that's inside your backpack. That's fun.
Right. Oh, and
we also do allow you to not come into the raid with a melee or a pistol and use those 2 slots for your Gopnik if you want to.
Yeah, but not the other slots. So we did have the question, like, Hey, can I come in without armor and I'll just wear the armor? No, you're trying to gear up another Gopnik, not yourself, to then give it to them, and if that makes sense. So
that scabbard are okay to be open.
yeah, your melee weapon spot is allowed to be open before you head in, and your pistol slot. Okay, any questions? No? All right, then head to daytime interchange lobby, please, and thank you.
As in morning-ish or evening-ish?
Sure, we'll go morning.
Okay.
Magpie, if you could read my message in your chat.
And stims and such are okay in this one.
Yep.
We can bring one, can't we?
Just one, right?
Right. Same thing with the stems. You can bring one, and no, the morphine does not count. So heading into this, our scores are sitting at Scav with 29, Capitalize at 21, Miss Magpie at 15, and Lamb's Breath is at 11.
I'm last.
Still
don't,
anyone.
Don't worry about that. Exactly.
Yeah,
Anyone
honestly.
can win this.
I held first all the way up until reserve. It can switch at any moment. Don't worry about the scores. You've got a lot of games to go.
I'm having a ball, dude.
Yeah, this is badass.
It's a nice break for my regularly scheduled Sunday afternoon.
Good. Yeah, they have 2 maps to go. They have interchange and
So
reserve
we said
left.
left side, correct?
Yes.
I believe so.
I think I need to get a beer. I'll be right back.
You know what? I'm gonna get one too. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
Here's
Let's go, baby!
Restroom and drink.
I mean, if you're gonna
I blame it on
you
Sensei.
can.
Maybe as well.
I like
Let's
it.
go.
I like
Take
it.
credit.
It's cocktail hour.
So what happened in there?
Lamb's Breath bully me. That's what happened in there.
See, I was dead sure. I mean, I'm sure probably you guys were watching by that time. I was 100% sure that someone was up on top of the construction area that isn't used to not be climbable, but is now climbable. And I was just scoping them out for so long. I swore it was one of you guys, but everyone's telling me it wasn't. It was. I ran into a 5-man with NVGs.
I went to the new
Oh, wow.
construction. When you and me got stuck to each other by the gas station, I just ran straight over that way.
See, I
As
actually
far as
thought
I could.
Lamb that I was close to. I literally forgot because in the moment I wasn't paying attention. I forgot who it was
Right.
who was near me. So I thought it was actually Lamb that was near me. So I
Funny, I
circled
thought
Oh,
you were near
Suka
me.
is
I don't want to
awesome.
fight right now. You know, I was like, let me take a step back.
Hell yeah,
Same.
Chief.
I took off
Cheers,
running.
chat. Cheers.
I
Yeah,
didn't
me
even
and
look back.
Magpie went right to dorms, I guess.
Yeah, I was in 3rd right away, and you were in 2nd right away, and I heard you over
Yeah.
there, but I didn't know where you were. I should have just
So
gone.
where
I didn't even know. 3-story, first floor, all the way down elbow, last room on the right, that little bathroom, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I died to a person right after the
Stowed in.
highway there going to Smuggler's Boat. He was sitting in the corner on the right in the bushes, and he one-tapped me in the thorax with AP-20.
No.
We actually had to take labs
Yeah,
out
dude,
of
and
this.
then I was watching your stream.
We've always had labs in it, and we just couldn't do it
You
this
did.
time.
I was praying.
yeah.
I was praying that you didn't find it.
Dude,
I was so against
And then
you.
you saw me double take, and I went back and I killed the scab. God.
I was watching you go look inside dorms. I'm like, dude, I hope he notices that like it's not here. Like, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, please stop looking. Please stop looking. It's not here. Just
I
go.
just took a random invite. Hang on,
I kind of had a feeling it wasn't, but I thought to myself, knowing Unfluffy Bunny, I was like, this dude probably opened every last door, and it's in one of these rooms.
Well, I opened all the doors that you opened afterward, and one of my mods in chat was like, close all the doors behind you. And then I watched you reopen all those doors when you were checking. I'm like, oh, that actually did work. Good job.
That's actually really smart. Hey, Katana.
Damn, chat was probably freaking out when I walked over his
Ah,
body.
thank you. Thank you.
I was praying. I was praying that you just rushed past it.
Well, so one of the
He
dudes
did.
that I killed 2 PMCs, and one of them told me,
These
"Hey,
battles
hey, you got
are
couple
like
more
a
guys in here,"
highlight
or
of my
something like
week.
that.
I
Something that
love
was,
this.
like,
Oh,
not,
sweet.
like,
First off, if you want to know
too
anything about the solo
overpowered
battle,
of
check
knowledge,
that
but was,
out.
like,
That has
obviously
a lot of
something I didn't
info
want,
in it.
especially right
There's a
now.
battle
Usually
FAQ.
I'd be like, oh yeah, you know,
And then
hey,
if you
Calum,
want to know
let's
any
have a good
of
fight,
the
and we'd go for it, 'cause
the
I'm
map
like,
challenges themselves, you could just
in that
do
situation, I was
exclamation factory, shoreline, customs, interchange, or reserve. Right now we're going into interchange. So here's the rule set for interchange. And then the last map that we'll run is going to be reserve. And there's the rules for reserve.
With voice lines.
So I'm giving you a lot to read, but it's pretty quick reading and you'll be caught up quick, Squeaky.
You know, so I was like, usually recently I've been like, hey, tell your buddies, let's fight. Let's duke it out. I'll ditch their gear. You guys can have
Thanks,
mine,
guys,
or
for the
ditch it,
follows coming through,
whatever.
by the way.
Let's have
God
a good
damn.
fight. You know, we're all here to
Thank
fight.
you.
Let's look for each other. 'Cause I've had
Wow.
some great fights.
Heck
when that
yeah.
happens, and it's rare. But
I have definitely gotten killed and let the streamer know that I was part of a 4-man when I was running.
That's funny as heck.
Do we want to? Has everyone gotten whatever they're getting, or should I hit ready?
Oh, they're all there.
You
Take
hit ready
off.
whenever you randomly choose, and we'll find out.
Sounds good.
Yeah, roulette it.
So we were actually talking, Skoden, I don't know if you were here earlier, but we were talking about doing something where
Hey, good luck, everybody.
we used to do this back in the day called like Make Kiba Great Again, where my 4-man will load in full of
Yeah, it
gear.
was very
We'll get
unfortunate
into
to watch
Kiba,
unfold.
dump it all in Kiba, and then try to defend
what happened?
Kiba.
What happened
And
to you?
anybody
In my
can
head,
come
I feel
and
like I had,
challenge
like,
us
the
if they
greatest
want to.
idea of all time.
They can
to
even
just
team
forget
up. We
all
have
you
voice
guys.
channels open where you guys can
And
team up
I thought the
together,
boys
and
were
we'll
at
tell
the
you
new
what server we're
construction
on,
area,
when we're
and it was just
taking
a
off the
scav,
whole
and
9
when
yards.
I shot
So
him,
you
I
can
went to
choose
go
to try
loop
to
real quick,
scav
I-
in, you can choose to try to
he
go
must
in
have
as a
dropped a grenade
team
or
and take
something.
us out,
Oh, he
and then
COD
you guys would
martyred
have
you.
all the loot.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, that's definitely a very good strategy to go with, is the avoid the dorms, pick up as many points as you can throughout the rest of the map, try to kill PMCs and scavs. That's what I did also. You just got unfortunately
Yeah,
got
I
that
really miss
grenade
it.
It's been
I
a
really miss
very
it,
long
Sick.
time since I've been killed by a drop grenade. The goal was to hang out around there and then wait
I'm
for
gonna
scout
stream
players
later
and then go
today.
to trailer.
After the tournament, I'll give it about an hour,
And then
2
live hit
hours,
you.
and then I'll stream. Maybe we should just try to organize that
tell me
tonight.
I'm not the only one. Do any of you guys have? Actually, I guess none of you guys.
Oh, by
live,
the
so
way,
I guess not. I still have NVGs on.
Squeaky,
Good game.
our scoreboard,
Nope, I don't.
although we have just these points right here, our scoreboard is hosted by Hotel Bravo. He tracks all the scores. So if you want to see like a really detailed breakdown, or you have questions about who is the highest scorer for NA so far, or OCE, any of that, because we have 3 different brackets for solos, you can ask him all those questions.
When you're underneath in the building,
We also run duo battles every Thursday.
A little bit better.
And there's the duo battle breakdown on the rules for that one.
I have to say too, I haven't gotten this sweaty in Tarkov since the beginning, like the first time I ever played.
Yeah, I'm so concentrated today. I'm telling you.
I don't want to
I
toot my
am
own horn.
concentrated.
I've been trying to play a lot of labs lately.
Like when I was running over Lamb's body, like in
But
that
BB.
area, I was like, dude, I hope I don't run into anyone because I'm like not even in the fight right now. I'm like,
Well, if you were 5 minutes beforehand, you probably would have ran into Chad Master instead of me.
Yeah, I normally don't ever do any of this. I just go after gunshots and jump off roofs and stuff.
A lot of
Same.
people say they don't have this feeling. They're like, I haven't felt this way since I first started Tarkov. Like I'm
Right.
actually
You're just
nervous.
terrified to die.
Well, it's not like, you know, you can just, usually we just go PvP, and if you die, you just gear up and go back in.
Right.
Now it's like, all right, this is forced.
Yep. You actually have something that you're worried
oh
about.
yeah, this
Again,
is
you're like,
this
oh
is nice.
no.
This is real
This is
nice.
good fun. I like it.
I can see heaven.
Perfect,
All right,
Scav. Perfect.
you're all in with your very large backpacks. I love it. You have 90 seconds to get the hell away from each other. Go, go, go.
I brought a couch. Complete couch.
Dude, Frozen, thank
Can
you
we
so
save
much
each
for
other in the
gifting that
beginning?
sub over to
If
Squeaky.
we
God
send-
damn it,
I don't know if
Frozen,
I'll
you've
do
been
that
so
either.
supportive.
Plus, to the right and
Thank
stuff
you.
like that.
Well, like if we get spawn rush right now.
Yeah,
like,
we used to do Protect the President into
Oh, yeah,
labs.
we're working together. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. Spawn rush
They
for
would
30
come in
seconds, and you kill
completely
us, you get those
naked. We would
bonus
provide
points.
them
Yeah, that
armor,
happened quite
a
few
helmet,
times
and a
last
backpack,
season.
and then we would not leave until they were geared out of their mind. And our record is actually 4.1 million is what somebody made in labs, but now I feel like that would be considered
Clear one way.
something
Get outta here.
silly, you know?
I
We might
need
get
to
in
fix
trouble
it.
for that,
Going
or we
all
would
the
just
way.
run into a hacker.
Me either.
45 seconds.
How am I supposed to game with this?
We're duoing right now.
It's true. Are you going this way too?
His cat.
I'm not gonna. I was gonna.
30 seconds left.
No, I'm gonna go away from you, Mag. You're good.
Alright.
You go kill those scavs under Ollie.
Oh, the kitty cat. $15 seconds left.
Ooh.
How did he hit me?
Okay, guys, the raid is considered hot. Good luck. Okay, Bunny, they are off and running.
Yeah, they're getting right into it now. Unfortunately, I don't like the pickup that that we saw Capitalize take right here. He took the Ushanka hat. Unfortunately, with the Ushanka hat, if he does find contacts or something like that, they don't combine, correct?
No, they don't. I don't know if his battle mod is going to warn him and maybe we give him a little bit of a leeway there, but yeah, maybe the initial panic just kind of kicked in and he was like, I'll just grab whatever I can. Let's move it along.
Yeah, he would have been much better off taking the actual vest, the scav vest there. It's only a 2x3. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It fits into any backpack, even an army bag if he picks that up at a later point. So it's not the best choice, but I definitely, it had to have been a panic pickup.
Oh, okay. So chat is saying he took the knife first.
Okay.
So maybe that the Ushanka won't count and then he'll just dump it off to the side and he'll be fine.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So he went super aggressive. He decided to push straight up the stairs, go straight up to Jacob and Jacobs. It's not a bad play, especially early, because nobody else is going to be upstairs, and there are a few scavs, especially this early into the raid.
That's true. I feel like I would probably be Miss Magpie right now. The garage is completely underrated. There are scavs down there. This can be worth so many points because when you add up that they're going to be able to kill scavs and get that point, then they're going to be able to pick up an item and get that point, and they get 5 for extracting. Honestly, killing 5 scavs, grabbing 5 items, and extracting, that could be big. Even though it doesn't sound like a lot, it could be big.
Yeah, the play that she's making right now is super smart. It's along the lines of what myself and One Peg did on this. We both decided to stay on the outskirts of the map. We only peeked underneath when we needed to, find some dead bodies here and there. But your main goal is not to kill here. Your main goal is to equip another, player, and so you don't really need to get into these crazy engagements.
No, but we do. Here's my issue. We have capitalizes upstairs right underneath Lambs. Oh, okay, so I think yeah, Capitalize heard it. He can hear this happening.
Yeah, Lambs and Capitalize are definitely within earshot of each other. This is pushing into the middle. We know Red Ops did this during the Oceana, and it did not work out great for him. Being in the middle of where all of this PvP is going to go, yeah, you may be able to get a lot of kills, but you're putting yourself at a very huge disadvantage.
Oh, Miss Magpie killing a player.
Oh, taking a good hit.
Wait. Scav player? Scav player, I believe.
It doesn't even have a...
What?
Did it have that?
Oh, you know what? No, that's a regular scav. He does spawn back there. I know where she's at. Yeah, that was a regular scav. But hey, that was a point plus a point for an item. Here's the issue. We just heard Lamb's Breath say that there is a grenade launcher on the map.
Killa over there.
Oh.
I'm probably going to, but I didn't
know
hear
that
him
he's
die,
about to get one tap clapped by a GL. So.
Oh no.
Did I miss something?
That would be my exit. I would get out of there to stay focused.
The GL one taps everything.
Yeah, at this point, if you heard that there's a GL on the map, your entire goal now is to literally rat up. It's one of
Killa.
He's in a combat.
Killa.
No. Oh, unfortunate.
Crap. Oh no, Lambs.
Absolute unfortunate Lambs. Lambs just.
Damn. Don't lose faith, chat. Again, we've watched people rack up over 50 points on reserve. Now, we have to wonder if Capitalize, he heard that, but we're gonna have to wonder if he wants to push it. I would not screw with Killa right now.
No.
Killa is ridiculous. He's living up to his name.
Yeah, Killa has, especially since they've changed a lot of the way his AI behavior works, Killa has become a force that is absolutely unstoppable in most cases, especially if you're solo like these guys are. He can power slide you at any moment and you're done for.
100%. 100%.
Can I take his tag?
Oh, it does look like Cap has found another body. He's going to decide to take the TV rig. Ooh, interesting choice here. TV rigs are exceptionally heavy. And this is an armor. Oh.
So I would take the gun because that was a nice gun.
Yeah.
And I'm living the life of a broke breaky recently. So I would take the gun. It still counts for something, but you got yourself some money.
Good point.
However, he's doing really good on not caring about the money. That is, it is something that we battle with, right? Like, especially when you're watching duo battles, you're like, don't loot, like, don't even care about the stuff you kill. Just, it's time is of the essence in the duo battles, and sometimes that translates over to the solo battles. Is don't even screw with it. So we go back and forth all the time.
It was exactly like me during my streamer battle. I was picking up items for a quest that I still had. I was like, look, I know chat this doesn't count, but I need this for a quest. Just don't worry about it. It's okay.
Right. And that's the one cool thing. We put you guys in these awkward situations where, you know, either we're forcing chads to go loot something when they're like, I don't loot, I just chase gunshots, or vice versa, where we've got these looters that really focus on getting tasks done and they know where all the stuff is and they're kind of breaking their habits. So it's cool to watch these guys have to get uncomfortable out of their normal zone with these things.
And it's amazing how you and the battle mods have positioned these players into these different competitions with each other, because you very much look at their play styles, you very much look at them as competitors, and you say, okay, who is going to fit together as 4 competitors and put on a really, really good show. So it's always awesome to see these players having to play in a very different sense than they normally do.
They do, yeah. I say this a lot just because I want the battle mods to get a huge pat on the back. The amount of time when over 270 streamers apply, and you know that I don't care about your viewer count, I don't care about your follower count. These things should not come into play when you're talking about a competition. I don't care how popular you are. Oh my god. That is not my goal here. My goal is to make sure that we match people up based on their skill, on their attitude, on their play style. We want to know that this is entertaining for them and for the people at home, because if I put a Chad up against a rat and he just gets mowed over the whole time, that's not entertaining. Nobody's having a good time. That doesn't make anybody feel good. This isn't a real competition at that point. Or we put somebody in with a super how do I put this, like, happy-go-lucky attitude, right? They love skipping through maps and having a good time. And then you have this guy over here who does nothing but talk shit. That's not cool either.
Yeah.
Hi, Ginger. Yeah, so not only that, but we've had a lot of people enter that we didn't know, which is cool. We want to get these names out there. We want to put out a variety of streamers. Again, not based on follower count or viewer count or any of that, but we don't know how they play. So then these battle mods have to spend an hour going through VODs, checking their Twitter, seeing how their attitude is, what's their play style, what's their stash worth, where can we place them. So yeah, it's more than just saying like, yeah, this guy's pretty cool, let's throw him in there. Now we have to, okay, but who are we going to match him up with?
Exactly. And speaking of that, it's like if you decided to take Ginger and put her up against somebody like Landmark, like their play styles are so different. They're so different players. You have Ginger who's very like, I loot a lot, and then you have Landmark who's I'm mowing everything down. You know, you guys do an amazing job about balancing these and saying, hey, nope, we're gonna put these people here, these people here. And it's always super interesting when we start getting into the later rounds of the competition, because then you start seeing these diverse gameplays and these diverse styles, and then you start seeing, okay, this person is a lot slower, a lot happy-go-lucky, but they're doing something unique. They're playing very smart to their strength. So that's when I really, really love getting into these.
100%. Yeah, and the thing with Ginger is Yes, trust me, I can kill and loot. That's the where you get in the dangerous part is when you get between her and her loot. Do not do that. If she is on a path up to the medical building, you do not get in that pathway, okay? Other than that, we can carry on a conversation and have a good old time and laugh and giggle, but do not fuck with that woman's loot.
Nope, if she's on the map, you stay away from Ultra Medical or she will murder you.
Yes. You are not getting a graphics card out of this mofo. You might as well just go extract and try again later. Don't even worry about it.
If I see her post one more tweet with her 17 graphics cards and she's like, they just rain on me, I'm going to cry.
Too funny. I am happy to report that we still have 3 guys alive. We feel bad for Lamb's Breath, but we got 3 people alive that are still super focused, taking their time, which is cool. This is cool, especially for all you new players out there. Take note, it is possible to go through a map, still get loot, still be able to handle your own, and not have all the panic that ensues.
Exactly. So Miss Magpie is making a really amazing choice right now. She's decided, she's like, enough time has passed. She's making her loop around to power. Now this can be very scary because there are those people who have a tendency to just camp power. They don't do a lot else. She's being very methodical about checking bushes, making sure that there's nobody just hiding in a building or waiting. But she does know, hey, scavs have spawned on the map. I can go pick up some easy kills and try to get some items.
That's all right. It only takes up 2 spots. I've got a lot of room in my backpack.
What just happened? Hello? Capitalize?
You have a lot of space.
Oh no.
Did his
live forever
head top of head?
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're new here, if anything suspicious happens in these battles, the battle mods will convey together. They will go over clips, get their opinion. We actually had it happen yesterday with Sharptooth. We were convinced that, we'll say the chance was very high that he was killed by a hacker. If that is the case, we will try to adjust for it, see what we can do. In Sharptooth's case, it was on reserve. We gave him the opportunity to rerun it if he wanted to, and he said, no, I'm good. And so we just moved on from there. But we definitely want to try to do what we can to avoid any sus weird crap that may or may not happen in Tarkov, to the best of our ability, right? Sometimes it's just out of our hands, unfortunately.
Yeah, the battle mods and the team are absolutely amazing. We had it happen to me last season when I was on labs. We got killed by the hacker through the wall, and they said, hey, gear back up, get ready, go back in if you want to. And it was a very, you know, unfortunately with labs being those gamers that we have on labs, it happens. So
right, it does. And as all, you know, we're all Tarkov players, we're all experienced Tarkov players. We know what happens.
So the battle mods, look out for that. They do an amazing job. Everybody together, you know, talking with Hotel and working it all out. Because I luckily did have Hotel as my battle mod at one point last season, and it was, you know, he's very quick to react. He understands. He looks for things, and they do an amazing job. Sensei Scav picking up some more items here.
This is smart.
What to get? Yeah, good choice. Very good choice. Not everybody's gonna have the mask, so being able to pick up that item right there is a very good choice.
Oh, and Miss Magpie just found a pistol in a case, so that does count. For you guys at home, FYI, there are over 60 weapons cases alone on Interchange, and 58 of them you do not need a key to get into. So heads up. I know everybody screams from the rooftops, you gotta run reserve to make money. You're gonna make 44 million every time you run reserve. Reserve is the best map ever for loot. No, I have a whole video on my YouTube of a very chill, low risk money run through the garage of Interchange with a map included. Trust me, you can make money on other maps, and whatever map works for you, you can still make money on it. It doesn't have to be Interchange, it doesn't have to be reserve.
Yep, exactly. And that's the thing. This map especially is one of the best maps for regardless of if you need items for your hideout or you need stuff for tasks. There is plenty of loot on here. Don't sleep on duffel bags, chat. I notice so many times when I'm watching streamers, they ignore, or even just random player videos, they ignore the duffel bags.
They're little treasure chests. Don't ignore them.
They have the best loot table in the entire game. Now, Miss Magpie, did she hear something? She's very alert right now.
Yeah, she just stopped. I think what I'll do is I'll turn her up and I'll turn Scav down just a tad bit. She's kind of cruising on her way.
Now, so we do have something interesting. We have Sensei Scav over at the Ultra Tower, and Miss Magpie is making her way to the front of the Ultra
Oh, he's
Mall.
gonna go up the tower. Get in that garage, Miss Magpie. Get in. Oh, she's not getting in the garage, bunny.
And he has a voodoo. He can spot this out super easy if he looks over there at any moment now.
And he's a damn good shot. He is a damn good shot. Oh, she's going in. Oh my God.
He has not looked in her direction yet.
She avoided that. You know how Hotel pointed this out a few battles ago. Do you know how many times the competitors are this close to each other, or killing another one, and they never see each other? It is crazy. Have you, Bandana?
One of the best aspects about this entire streamer battle is you get to actually see those moments that you never realize how unsafe you are at any moment in Tarkov. We all take advantage, all become very complacent and feel that we're safe, but at any moment there could be 3 sights on you at one time and you don't realize it.
Right. Sometimes you get killed and you go, how in the hell? But you don't even realize they were tracking you for the last 3 minutes. Waiting for you to come around a corner or flanking around. I do it to players a lot. I'll spot them and then go put myself in a position where I think that they're going, damn good chance of them going, and wait for them.
So we still have about 14 minutes left on the clock. Miss Magpie pushing up into the second floor of this. How do you feel about this? I kind of feel this is the worst time to do this.
I don't know. If power is on, maybe her goal. Oh, nice shot.
Good headshot. Beautifully done.
You don't have to tell my mods twice. They'll ban.
Now, how do you feel about the canted on because I know the Valde is your absolute baby of a site. It's the site that you love more than anything. And I've always never been one to understand the canted with it.
Yeah, I don't either. But there you go. It's another example on Tarkov on how moddable things are to what works for you.
Exactly.
I'm not great with it because once you turn it sideways, I feel like I lose so much vision on my left side of what could be happening. And I do really well. I try to build my guns for me, not for you, not for anybody else. This is for me. And some people don't like the Valde. It takes too long. Maybe they don't build for Ergo. They don't keep that in mind. But it works for me. And
she just got shot at in the butt. You can see the look on her face. She's a little.
I think that might have been a scav. I'm not sure.
Is Killa still in play?
He might be. I never heard the grenade launcher again. Have a good one, Batman. Thanks again for coming by. Thank you. Yeah, Miss Chad Pie. Yeah. And she is. Again, we've said it before. Don't sleep on her. She will mow people down while giggling and carrying on a conversation.
I like this, taking the break to pop a gold star, go over what she has, determine where she needs to go. Because she does not have a lot of items, per se, at this moment. She has a gun, she has a pistol, and she has the scav vest. Good kill there, though.
Let's see what she picks up from the other one that she killed. She might hear something to the right. And we have Sensei Scav just now making it into the garage.
Ooh, lots of fire towards her. She's definitely getting out of there. She's kind of worried about that. Sounds like it was just another basic scav.
And she wants those bodies. Gotta get to those bodies. Okay, another one mowed down. I like it. She's got a lot of items she can pick up here.
She does. Did it sound like there was another one to the right?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. This is the Miss Magpie patiently waiting that I've seen so many times from watching her stream. She patiently waits until she has that audio cue that she can push out to kill something.
It's good too. It's good. The audio cues, that's what people come in all the time. I have to make a YouTube video on it. They come in all the time and they say, hey, what is your advice for a new player? And there's 3 things. Your sound. Always make sure you have Sordins on, contacts, whatever. Slow down. Listen for the audio. Your map knowledge. This goes with the sound. There's a spot in Shoreline that I use as an example. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, Bunny. East wing spiral stairs. First and third floor have glass. Second floor does not. So you know in that situation, if you hear glass and it's super loud and you're on third, hey, they're coming up to you. So there's certain things there. And then ammo. I don't care how great of a gun you build. If you put bad ammo in there and you don't know your ammo types, you are already setting yourself up for failure. So I would rather go without some crazy ass mods and pay for the good ammo than I would the crazy mods.
Exactly, and that's one thing that I specify in most of my YouTube videos. Like I just redid my VPO 209. Can we make it meta video? And I explained to them that before we.
Sorry, that shot that Scav just took out a player on. Damn.
Oh.
He's got another player.
He does, moving left to right now.
I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, no. This is what we're here for. Look at this. He's taking shots. He has an idea of where he's at behind those. He's good call to reposition. That's another thing that Scav does exceptionally well. He knows how to drop somebody, and then he understands I need to move positions. I don't want them to get on me. Too many times people peek the same angles or they hold the same spots.
Yes, and here's your map knowledge. He knows that you can get up on top of these shelves. Not everybody knows that. That can give him an advantage to be able to see over in different areas and put him somewhere where they may not know about it. But if you are solo, you shoot and move, chat. Do you hear me? You shoot
Always.
and move. Keep them guessing constantly. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's the cheapest thing that you could possibly do in the game is shoot and move. Keep them always on their toes.
Exactly. Be the patient person. Make sure you're moving. Make sure you're getting into a position. You need to understand the map and have that map knowledge to where can I hold? Where will they possibly push from? Because most players don't have that knowledge and they will push the same way or what feels comfortable to them, and you can catch them out more often than not.
Agreed. And use all these back alleyways too to your advantage. That's your map knowledge coming in again. Especially if you need to reload. Sometimes you get really injured and you need to back off, you need to heal, you need to pack your mags, you need to listen for the sounds that are coming in around you. There's a lot going on to manage, but if you can say, you know what, this whole week I'm going to do nothing but slow down my gameplay and listen and see how that improves. Or this week I'm going to change up my ammo, more money into the ammo, less into the mods, and just see how it works for you.
I mean, I think we all had that moment in Tarkov where we ran a Vepr or an AKM and we ended up putting EKO into it or vice versa.
Yes.
And we couldn't figure out why our gun wasn't shooting. We've all had that moment. So having that knowledge of what's happening is definitely important, and knowing the ammo types and knowing the guns. Since he's pushing this, he's definitely moving into the darker portions of the map. It's going to give him a little bit of harder time to see. Maybe if he would have kept that night vision that he dropped earlier, this would have put him in a better position.
And Miss Magpie out here racking up more scavs.
Good choice. She understands that, hey, we've been into the map long enough. I have more scavs I can drop. They've respawned. It's going to give me that chance to go get some more points and more items. Because she's definitely at the point where she's getting enough items. Oh, she's having a hard time with that. We've all been there with this fence. This fence is very hit or miss for our bullets to pass through.
In 6 minutes.
On point, Miss Magpie. It's definitely that fence.
Yeah, it's that
Don't
fence.
worry.
It's that fence.
You're hitting him in the head. We are all seeing it. There you go. Perfect. But she's at that point where killing a lot of scavs is going to come down to it, because this is when it's going to be harder for her to figure out what items she needs, and not all the scavs are going to have those specific items.
Okay, looks like he's getting to the body that he originally killed, but the tag was already taken. Hopefully it's one of those guys that only, oh, he's not even gonna double check, only throws a tag in the backpack. I love those guys. Those are my favorite guys. When I kill your whole team and you put their tags in their backpack for me, in your backpack, I highly appreciate that.
So we can only confirm that he's killed one player. Now here's the thing, these two players, they are super close to each other right now. He's at the front, she's at the back. We don't know where that other player went. He could be pushing to the back of the store where she's at.
Valid point.
She's been making a lot of noise.
Valid point. And she would have the disadvantage here with him being above her.
100%.
5.5 minutes just passed for getting out. This might be the perfect opportunity for her to head out, and she's not heading out.
She's not. She's going back up
Oh,
to look for
no.
more items. This is unfortunate. This is exactly what happened to me last week. I decided to go for a scav. I pushed him wearing an Alton, and he one-tapped me through the visor with M80.
Yes.
And I ended up losing all of those points. So it's one of those situations where, you know, Brian's extremely good about saying, hey, do this, you might want to think about this and push her, and that's what he's doing right now. If you listen to the comms, he's very much like, hey, you might want to go, you might want to consolidate,
time.
see what you have.
It's time. I would like to see her get out. I would love to see her get out, and yet here she is.
No.
Oh my god, buddy.
This is hurting me. This is like, I'm having flashbacks of my week last week, and it's literally scaring me right now. I'm gripping the side of my chair because I just want her to go.
Yes,
she heard something.
And you don't want to run into your competitor at Extract, which we have Scav heading that direction. She's gonna start thinking better here in a minute, and she's probably gonna turn around and oh boy, this is gonna be a problem.
Okay.
Yep, here we go, chat. This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
They're both pushing towards Extract right now. Scav has got the advantage because he is out in the wooded area. He's going to possibly see her before she sees him.
Maybe she's going back to these bodies to double check.
Give her a little bit more time.
Please stay there. Please just ask this dead man his whole story. Do whatever you can. There might be something in the garage you want to go examine that I'm totally fine with you doing. Please stop heading this direction.
Okay, this is it. Okay.
No,
this is where we're getting. Okay, Scav dropped something and is picking it up. This might buy her the time that she needs to get out before he realizes it.
Oh no, is she gonna try to go? She's running right towards him.
Right at each other.
He's gonna hear her.
He sees her. He sees her. Oh no. Oh.
Damn.
Oh no.
Unfortunate. Just absolute unfortunate.
Scav was in the right. He had to do it. They would have killed each other. Somebody was gonna shoot, and there was gonna have to be a fight. Damn.
Picked up a lot of points though. Still killed a lot of scavs. A lot of points.
He is. He's gonna make it out of here with a lot of points. He's got 2.5 minutes to get to Extract.
He's got plenty of time. He just needs to go ahead and move out. Oh man, you hate to see it.
Yep.
I know how I felt when I killed Raz on this map. It's one of the, like, you feel you're happy because you've taken out a competitor, but you're also sad because you want it to be a competition. So, oh man, what a shot by him. Also using M61. That Exfil helmet that she was wearing just did not stand a chance against that through the ear.
No, and he is a damn good shot. I know I said it earlier, but it deserves to be said multiple times. He is a damn good shot.
Scav being smart, moving around a lot just in case there is an Extract camper.
Extract camper at Emergon? What?
No,
never. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, so our timer on the screen will disappear for the remainder of the battle because what's going to happen is we're going to go into reserve. These guys are going to load in solo, and their battle mods are going to be tracking the time for them. They will have 30 minutes on reserve. If you want to read ahead, guys, here are the rules for reserve. I'll bring them up on the screen. As soon as all of the battle mods get their scores into hotel, and they're all settled. They will bring themselves and their PMCs up here so that we can talk them through what's going to happen on reserve. So here we are. Well, damn. You know, like, you want to see the underdog, right? You want to see this really even, oh my god, what's going to happen on the last round. Now, we haven't lost that necessarily because you don't know. Scav could load in, have a great 4.5 minutes, and something go wrong. He could end up completely wiping the map and just blowing the everything out of the water. We don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
But you want to see it almost even going into this last one just for the excitement of it, you know.
You really do. I mean, when you know, it was me and Raz, we were within 4 points of each other going into our competition into reserve, and you never know. I mean, I went in and I dropped an item and then ran into a 2-3 man and died, and you just don't know. And this map is such a this map is interesting. That's the best way I can say this. You never know what you're gonna get. It could be totally dead with nothing but hatchlings, or you're gonna run into, you know, a group of chads that are just 5-manned out mowing people down.
100%. I've watched these battles, obviously, like I created these battles, and I still don't know what the hell I would do if I was in this position. I know if I was in this competition, I would still be doubting everything I was doing, you know. I might, if it was me though, I might extract early every time, just because I've seen what happens at extracts over the years, and the extracts are the hot spot because everybody wants to use up every minute that they have in the raid to gain their points, and it's a good strategy. But it's when that look comes over their face of, okay, I gotta go to extract, and they realize what time it is and they think, uh-oh. And then they start treating extract weird. They start looking around. Sometimes they've slowed down so much it's what's got them killed. Sometimes they don't hurry up enough and that gets them killed. Like, there's so many things that can happen to extract that I would say, battle mod, I want to be out at least 5 minutes early.
Exactly.
Every map.
That's exactly what we just witnessed there. Miss Magpie was trying to squeeze out every little second that she could, and it put her into that position where both her and Sensei were moving towards extract at the same time, and he happened to be in the, you know, the better situation of having that wood cover, being able to be a little bit more posted up. Here she comes. I've got the headshot and dropped her, and it's unfortunate to see. So you definitely want to make sure, you know, it's not a bad call having your battle mod in your ear and you telling them, hey, when we get to this point, tell me to go.
Yeah, 100%, because your adrenaline's going, you have a million other thoughts. That's where your battle mod comes into play and say, okay, we're ready. All right, so battle mods are saying that their scores are good. I have at least 3 of the 4 saying that they're good. So battle mods, when you're good to go and your competitors are good to go, just bring everybody up here and we'll get moving on to reserve, our last map of the day. Your kitty's got you, huh, Scav?
I need a bandage. I'm bleeding out.
I mean, if it was factory, you could -5 points her, but it's not.
Do this for hours. Like, I don't know if it's because I've been in here for like 6 hours. Like, it's any time after I stream, or I guess away for a long time. You see it.
All right, so Brian, Magpie, when you guys are good, if you want to join us up here, that would be awesome.
We're just taking it in turns of being the last person.
There we go. Awesome. All right, we have everybody here with us. Holy crap. What a round. That was exciting, heartbreaking, all kinds of things piled into one. I know you guys had me yelling at the screen. Bunny was on the edge of his seat. Chat was, yeah, that was that was a really good round in terms of excitement for everybody watching. Sorry, Lamb's Breath. Killa is living up to his name. Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
See, I thought he went right. I didn't know he was
there
left
was somebody
behind
right
that.
below me.
That was
rushed
him.
to go upstairs.
That
above
was you
Killa.
up there?
Yep.
You were at
Yeah.
Jacob. I
You
heard
guys
you.
were.
I heard you.
Yeah.
I ran across. I was hoping you weren't going to shoot at me when I went across to Brutal, but I didn't know Killer was on the left side. I thought he was right side because I shot at him initially when I was back by in like the Mantis hallway, and I pushed up and I was going to just put it in his face, but he wasn't where I expected him to be.
A player got there before me. There was a dead player up there. Didn't even hear a gunshot. Crazy.
Wow.
I didn't hear Killer shoot either.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie. Miss Magpie, Scav, you guys had us absolutely losing it. We could see that coming from a mile away. That was heart-wrenching.
I was yelling no and go at the same time.
Right, exactly.
I heard the flashes inside there, and I kept reminding her, I'm like, hey, whoever's inside there might hear the scav shooting at you now. You know, like we had no idea that they were going to sneak around the side outside like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I even pushed into Ollie because I thought you might be coming out that top side, so I was going to try and cut you off before you got out to the extract, but it ended up going the other way.
Yeah, that was me. You heard. I heard. So I killed. I went upstairs. There was a couple PMC, couple scavs underneath, but didn't have anything that I needed. I needed 4 items at that point, and so I went upstairs because I heard a scav. I go up there and someone else kills the scav, and it sounded like a low kit gun. After killing them, it found out it's an MP5 or an MPX, can't remember which. And I kill one, and I knew it wasn't one of you guys. And I saw another guy with a penis helmet, and I just, dude, he was cheeky. He grabbed the dog tag before I could. He wanted the points, but I heard someone else nearby, and I was like, nope, I'm gone. I've done enough. We're leaving. And then, heart-wrenchingly, I saw you. I mean, we didn't even get to lock eyes. It's just
No, we
no.
were like, Magpie, okay, go. This is your opportunity. He's far right. Just run. And she hooked a right over. And I was like, is she going to go check the stat? What is she doing? And then he laid her out. I was like, oh, no.
I was hoping there was a scab behind the ramp back there by the 2 containers.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes they hang out right there.
Yeah. You're right. They do. That's true.
That moment you jumped over, all of our hearts simultaneously sunk. We just went, no.
No.
Well, I remember the last time I did this at season 2, I think an almost identical situation happened, and me and whoever it was, we just missed each other in exactly the same spot. I remember. So, I mean, honestly, I was in a stash. I wasn't looking that whole time. I just got really lucky that I looked. I mean, we might have still fought at a later point because we were both going for the same exfil, but I just got really lucky seeing you.
Yeah, that is the one thing, is this forces you to, like, you don't have hole in the wall, right, at that point, because you have your backpack full of items. So this forces you to either kill an extract, hope that the power car is there, or the worst extract in all of Tarkov, head towards Emercom in that situation. And that's what we were a little bit worried about. But it is what it is. You know, if it was the other way, Magpie would have killed you, because this is a competition, god damn it. So here we are. We're gonna head into our last one, but I will give you the points update now before we go over reserve while you guys are getting ready for reserve. So Scav, you're sitting at 53 points. Miss Magpie is in second at 27, Capitalize at 24, and Lamb's Breath, you're at 11. Again, so reserve is the map that we had over 50 points scored on. So Scav, don't get too comfortable. We know how Tarkov can be sometimes. I'm going to bring up reserve for everybody at home. This is going to be ran solo. You guys are not going to load in together. And if you would like to make sure 100% that you are on your very own server, what you can do is put that in the solo battle streamers chat that we have for you guys. You can claim a server or 2, and then everybody else knows I cannot have those servers. You can also time it out with your battle mod and say, hey, I definitely want to make sure that I'm running on my own. I want to make this all about me. That's okay. And they can time you out so that, you know, once somebody is already loaded in, then you can take off and so on and so forth. So the rules for this, the loadout is any guns and armor that you want and flashbangs. What's not allowed are other throwables, thermals, IRs, T7s, or run-throughs. You guys are tasked with placing the items that are in the middle of the graphic where they belong. Each of these items is worth 4 points. Now, this is not a super specific list. You're going to want to listen to what your battle mod says. For example, the dog tag on the rooftop scav at train does need to be placed in his inventory, not just thrown on top of him. So again, go through that with your battle mod. The points stay the same with the scavs, the PMCs, and their tags. If you kill Glukar, that's 5 points. If you extract, it's 5 points. But we do have a kicker on this map. If you want to get double extract points, all you have to do, super simple, right? Just throw the bunker activation thing and get over there and take bunker out for the hermetic door. Now, if it's already activated, let's say somebody ran over and activated it, and you're right there at the pawn buildings, and you're like, I'm gonna go for it too. You have to run over to where you would activate it, flip it off, do whatever, just pretend like you actually hit it, and then you can take off and hopefully use a hermetic door. So, you guys have any questions for me?
You just answered it.
Okay, perfect. Then feel free to take off whenever you would like, and good luck, guys. Head down to your voice channels whenever you're good to go.
Let's go!
Yo!
Good luck.
Do
it. Good luck, guys.
Thanks, dude.
All right, Bunny, this is it.
No, this is it. This is the map that can determine so much. I mean, Scava's got a good lead sitting out in front here with 54 points, but that can mean nothing in the long run. Oh, I'm very excited. I'm excited. Like I feel the energy right now. Like seeing it from this point of view and being a part of this is from this side. I see how you get so hyped about it.
This is exciting, although it takes a lot of work to get it together. When we sit down and we get to run this whole thing, and the excitement that chat has and the excitement that the competitors have, it's just makes my weekends like awesome. It really does. Again, guys, the rules are in chat if you want to go ahead and check out that graphic that I just had on screen, the one that Capitalize has up right now. You're more than welcome to just click on that. If you need to know anything else about the battles, there's a battle FAQ form that'll probably answer most of your questions. Otherwise, feel free to post them in chat and we can answer them for you. So I haven't seen anybody post yet that they want their own server. I'm not going to say what server they decide to choose if they want to go that route, but I haven't seen anybody do it. So we have had people load into the exact same raid together, which has been very exciting for us as viewers, but they were actually circling each other. So one spawned up over towards Dome and one was out behind the bunkers, and then they just started making their circle to drop these items off. And the whole time we were like, oh my gosh, if they just move this way, they're gonna run into each other, you know. But when we found out for sure 100% was when one of the competitors went up to the Dome to drop his Mosin, and there was a Mosin sitting there. That look that comes across their face of, oh man, I have a competitor on the exact same raid I'm on.
I'm not alone. That
right.
I'm not alone moment just comes in and you're like, oh, where are they? Are they still here? Are they close? You get all those thoughts flooding into your brain at that moment.
Yeah.
Now this map is super interesting, and I love the concept of this one because you took what we did for labs last season and transitioned it to reserve in a unique way. Probably the scariest one for all of these drops is that helicopter pilot seat drop, because you're literally going into the middle of 4 buildings with a billion windows and you cannot check all of those windows. Right.
That's true. It is very stressful to get to that helicopter. I think that's one of the ones most saved for last. Because you can get to the helicopter, run over, hit the hermetic door, and then get out. And honestly, 30 minutes is not that long of a time to get these things done, because there are so many obstacles that you can face between the snipers that are up at Dome, the guys that could be in the pawn buildings, the ones that are over there fighting Glukar that might spawn in the K buildings. Like, there's a lot of action going on, and sometimes you don't realize how much time you spend just on a fight alone. You know, these fights can be drug out. You could be flanking for a long time. You could be just trying to get to a safe place. So in between everything, we're talking about, you know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes eaten up by just trying to get into that fight or get away from that fight.
Well, and a lot of people, especially right now in the community, a lot of people are very much down saying, hey, the fights, they're not interactive enough, they're not long enough. But a lot of times they don't realize exactly how long that fight really was, because it does feel so fast. It does happen very quickly to you because of the adrenaline that's pumping, because of everything that's going on. But then if you sit back and think about it, you're like, oh, that was a 6-minute fight.
Yeah.
What other game do you sit there and have a 6-minute fight in?
Right.
None.
With your adrenaline going the way it is, the thought process, I've talked about this in the past, is the conversation that I can have with myself in a split second is very impressive, because the second a firefight starts, the amount of time that firefight is happening versus all the thoughts that you have between, do I gotta reload? Do I have to heal? Where can I flank to? Where can I hide at? Where did this guy go? Is really impressive if you think about our brains, how quickly we can make a decision on the fly to either extend the fight, back away from the fight. You evaluate your gear in a split second. How many heals do I have on me? What stem can I use? What am I risking? What's in my backpack? Like,
exactly.
It's actually really, really cool. And some of these guys talk themselves right out of a fight that we 100% know as viewers that they, are winning. And because sometimes they're against another competitor and that guy's in there doing surgery and has 45 points left and he is super hurt, but the competitor has now convinced themselves of something completely different and is now getting the hell way out of there.
They're in their head, they've convinced themselves that this person has a GL. They're holding it on the door. They've popped every stem that Sanitar has. They're unkillable.
Right, they're level 68.
Exactly, 100%. That's what's happened. So it doesn't look like anybody that we can tell has queued in yet. If they are queued in, they're just on their screens holding it. I'm very nervous to see if people are going to get in at the same time.
This will be exciting, yeah, because again, they haven't posted anything saying they want different servers. So,
I mean, me and Raz were very quick to respond, and I instantly was like, hey, I want the Atlanta server. It's close. I have the lowest ping to it. Give me that server.
Yeah, and nothing against it. I have no problem with that. This is the chance for them. Arson, look on the screen. My little blondie, look on the screen.
Here comes Arson, always just like not paying attention to anything.
Arson's just happy to be sucking air. He's just, I'm breathing today. It's a good day.
Look at that. Yep.
Oh, I love it. Arson won our solo battles yesterday. He is moving on to the semifinals, so he's checking this out. He wants to find out who his competitor is going to be. It is Bunny. Yes.
It is, yes, Arson. Arson owes me a raid. Don't forget, buddy. This week we'll get that done.
Okay, so we do have Capitalize, who has already gotten in. I'm going to turn him up right now.
Yeah, let's listen in and see what him and his battle mod are talking about, if anything yet. He got a really amazing spawn. This is actually probably one of the most beneficial spawns, but also kind of scary because at least 2 other players can spawn right near you here. He can push up and drop that Mosin very quickly at the roof.
Yep, immediately get that 4 points. And we also have Lamb's Breath, who is in. Now, we don't know if they're in the same raid or not, but Lamb's Breath is definitely far away.
I'm trying to listen to both of them to see if we hear the same shots or explosions on the map from both competitors to see if they might be in the same one. Now, Lambs is in a fight already with the people that spawned over at that tower. He does need to put a juice into that tower, and it's going to be... I have nightmares about this area now.
And Lamb's Breath is already getting shot at. Capitalize is in it with somebody.
Oh, they're both going right now. This is absolutely amazing.
Holy cow.
Capitalize is going ahead, changing out his mags, using that AS Val 30-round mags. Oh, no. Unfortunate.
Oh, my gosh.
Taken out.
Lamb's Breath has had literally the worst luck today in these battles. The worst luck.
All day.
You hate to see this, chat.
Absolutely hate it for him.
Why am I lagging so bad?
The early spawns in this, it's almost more beneficial to just wait a second before you move out, because the spawns are so close in these corners.
Spawns are, I mean, it's one of the most complained about things, and it's very valid. The spawns are terrible.
Yeah, and unfortunately on a map that this size, people don't understand that this map, if you think about the scale of this map is exceptionally small. There's not a lot of far out areas to spawn people. If it's up to BSG to fix this, the only way that they would be able to fix it is either to make people spawn underneath and a little bit away from each other in more random places. But when that happens, you're going to have people that are going to have access to that high tier loot quicker than other players, and people are going to complain about that.
Yeah. So they'll always find something to complain about for sure.
Oh, he does look like he's found him over there on that rock passage. He's throwing a flash out, just trying to blind them.
There we go. He does get the Mosin down. Okay, he does get the Mosin down. Hallelujah.
At least some points on the board, just in case anything happens here. He got the Mosin down. Now, this is a very detrimental spot to be in, because what could happen is he could get stuck up here. These guys, it could be a two-man, and he could get flanked from either direction. So he needs to be very smart about how he plays this.
Can I point out that he's running a VSS and brought in 3 extra mags?
I know. I saw that when...
For a 30-minute confirmed match where you could be up against some crazy shit.
This is very much that Labs player mentality coming out right now. Like I said, I noticed he plays a lot of Labs, and this is what Labs players do a lot. They don't bring in a lot because they know they're going to mow people down and get out very quickly. And it seems very I'm very worried about this. He's more than likely going to have to kill somebody and grab their gear if he's going to stay in and be competitive.
Which is scary because, again, this is so... well, we can hear them. We got people coming up.
It sounds at least a 2 or 3 man running outside in front.
They're on metal.
The little building right next to you. Yep, right there. And that stairs. Going underneath.
I need them to leave me alone.
Oh, so they may have pushed underneath to go down into that D2 extract and go underneath and try to find people down there, thinking he might push there.
I mean, that would be good for him. Like he said, he just needs them to leave them alone. And Miss Magpie has loaded in.
She has. She's loaded into the same exact spot that Lamb's loaded into. So we do know that people spawn directly where she's running. This could be...
The goal is to like hit the ones.
I hope this isn't a repeat of what we just saw. Going ahead and popping that stem, I think she's aware of what could happen right here.
I thought I killed this guy. I don't know how.
This is going to be a lot of listening.
The 3 points for the kill and the dog tag, but I'm gonna take my time.
All right, whoever spawned in this corner does look like they may have pushed out. Now the thing is, they could be underneath that bunker right in front of here, checking for that AES spawn. It is one of the few spawns on the map that is a consistent spawn.
And you have to make a lot of noise running up here.
You're giving yourself away so much because you're just clank, clank, clank.
She got her juice down. Her juice is placed. This is good.
So it looks like she's going to go back the way she came to try to make her way up and go towards the dorm, maybe, or towards the dome, maybe?
Okay, so your thought process is hopefully whoever spawned up there had enough time to loot it. This is what I'm assuming. And now they've either headed down the back side of the mountain or they've gone underground.
Exactly. So she knows that she spawned in this corner, so she's going to go back to, because she feels the safest along this wall, that nobody else has pushed in around here because of the spawns. Not necessarily true, because people could have spawned right up on the hill and pushed down into those middles, so she does need to be careful of marked room right here.
At this point, it is what it is.
Because I believe this is Black Pond. Marked room's in the bottom of that room.
Yes.
Players love to push that very quickly. Even with the nerf
Scav getting into it with somebody?
What is Scav is 100% getting into it with somebody. He's broken his legs. He's jumped off the roof. Going ahead and dropping that Propitol, black both legs, and has a bleed.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's going to have to go heal this up. Heal this up. Reevaluate. Here you go again. Map knowledge coming into play. Where can you go heal? Get the heck away from the situation.
Not a bad spot to choose
No.
to heal. He's hidden in the rocks. He has that tree in front of him. Not a lot of people check that. We also have Caps. He just placed his headphones, it looks like, but he's in a very dangerous position. He's still...
I'm just afraid of back here.
And there it is. I hate...
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
But then again, the right
That's
side
exactly
spawn
what
is
I
also
was
really
talking
risky.
about. Being in that middle area with all of those buildings and windows, it's an extremely dangerous situation. You don't want to stop in that middle area. You want to drop it and then run as
Run,
fast as you
run,
can.
run.
Oh, that's super unfortunate. Miss Magpie feels like she hears something. Go ahead and I'm going to tune into her. She definitely hears rocks crunching around her right now. She's holding this position. Good kill from Miss Magpie. We had a nice Halo Call of Duty jump, or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't worry about looting, which is super smart.
Yep.
She's going to go ahead and reposition because she knows she made a lot of noise. She's going to get those, you know, just double check and start moving. Good kill by Miss Magpie.
Heck
here.
yeah. Heck yeah.
Looks like Sensei Scav has gone through and gotten himself all healed up. It looks like for the broken leg, so he's just going to go ahead and top all of his health off. Now, because he did break both of those legs and blacked them, they both have lower health now, so he's going to be in a little bit of a precarious situation for taking damage.
He was up here. He shut the door and everything.
I mean, the door is wide open for Miss Magpie to come in and run through this map as long as she's patient. She takes her time to listen. We know she's really good at that.
This one right here.
Trying to figure out exactly where to drop that item at. Our battle mod doing a great job of directing her, like where it needs to go.
Yep. Just drop it in that case.
As of this point, it's definitely coming down to her. These are number 1 and 2 right now, so whatever's going to happen, it's going to be between these two.
I thought there was. Am I on the? Oh, okay.
So both of them have to play extremely smart. They obviously have no idea what's happening with the other competitors. They have to be aware that the other competitors are doing just as good, if not better than them.
100%.
The night building. We could wrap around and go to train station.
Okay, yeah, so you can hear her and Brian, our battle mod, trying to come up with a plan on where we need to drop these items.
Far left, the left one, not the right one. So it's white knight.
Brian explaining to her exactly where she needs to drop the ACOG on top of White Knight over there, making sure she has a full understanding. This is a very dangerous spot for her to be in because so many people are going to be checking these rocks. You're going to have all of those players pushing through that hole in that fence there. You know, as somebody who runs reserve a lot, I don't run it as a PMC. I run it as a scav.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because unfortunately, I feel like scavs on this map have a huge advantage, especially because A, so many of them spawn in, but B, the scav extracts are so much safer than the PMC ones.
They are a lot safer.
So she has to be very aware because the longer she's in this map, the more and more those players' scavs are going to start showing up.
And if I remember correctly, she is definitely a customs shoreline Chad. I don't believe I see her run a ton of reserve.
I think out of all of the times that I've watched her, and I've been watching her a long time, I've only seen her run this map a few times. I normally see her on that customs, interchange, and shoreline runs.
There for a second, I was like, what do I do?
She does seem to have the map knowledge about where to go, the safest routes. She's sitting and listening now. Sensei Scav's taking his time also, just kind of checking those windows out, trying to decide what he wants to do.
I don't know if this is going to come back and bite him in the butt because he has not moved.
He hasn't. He's been in the same position for quite a long time. I don't know if he's waiting for the person that was fighting him to try to make a move first and push down. I don't know if he saw something in one of those windows. I'm very concerned about him right now, just sitting here. His Propofol just wore off, it looks like, or whatever stim he was wearing, so he is getting that effect.
That effect lasts for what, about 30 seconds?
It's about 30 seconds. It's not super long. That's why most players don't worry about it. He did take a little... Did he just break his leg again? He did, coming down off of that mountain.
Cheese and rice.
Poor God, his legs are not having a good day.
I'm a little liberal with placement.
That's exactly right. Like Dave just said in chat, 30 minutes on this map goes exceptionally fast.
It does.
You do not have time to be sitting there waiting for the perfect opportunity. He's going back to checking Dome, trying to see if he can see that player. Just heard the 50 cal launch on Mixed Magpie side. Or the SM or the LMG that's mounted over there. I think she's gonna take a peek to see, maybe. No.
Oh, she did get her ACOG drop.
She did.
Oh, that's what she just said. The Chad in me said to peek it, and the logical side of me said do not peek it.
Which is super good call from her.
Good job keeping her senses about her on that one.
Yeah. That logic of, okay, I can definitely take the peek of this, I can take the shot, but knowing that you have an objective right now that you're trying to complete. So this is the concern, though. She has to go past that field because she has to get to the train station, and she's running on the open side right now to the field. I think she's gonna try to make it to the tower to do what she can. Take a little bit of cover, maybe?
Yes, kind of scope it out. Scav is... Oh, I thought he heard something. Oh, well, Miss Magpie checked in her bag and there were 0 fucks to give, so... Yep. Here we go.
She really did just say, I don't care. I heard this LMG to my left. I'm just gonna keep running, even though it could see me at any moment. I like the play here. She instantly comes in and starts looking towards the rafters. That is something that not a lot of players do when they come into the train station. I can't tell you how many PMCs I've killed from those rafters because they come sprinting in thinking that there's only one layer.
Yep, maybe I was one of them because I have been laid out by the people up in the rafters plenty of times. I take a quick glance. I go, oh, we're fine. Because there's so many things to see in there. There are so many things to check and all the colors 100%. And... That's really intimidating, so good on her.
The other place that she did not check, and I always suggest you check, lay on your stomach, look under those train platforms. People lay under those train platforms all the time. They'll just be laying there. There's a spot on here where you can lay under the train platform and see the entrance to the marked room door on your left.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
so
there you go, chat. There you go. She's getting, is this her 3rd item placed?
I believe it is her 3rd. She has the headphones that she still has to make her way all the way back around the map to drop.
Okay, but she so far so good, and she is keeping her wits about her, not letting her adrenaline get too much in the way.
I don't know what these guys are doing.
You can tell in her face she's very focused. She's very calm right now. Now I'm wondering what path she's going to take to get to the helicopter.
Yeah, do you go back the same way because you just came that way, so you feel a little bit more safe? Or I mean, I think I would because there's a few buildings you can building skip on your way over there.
Sensei is still concerning me with how slow he is playing this map. He's just made it to the tower. He's dropped his juice, but he's worried about the tower. He's worried about the dome and the people that could be possibly sniping from there. Excuse me.
All right, looks like he's heading down. Hopefully he gets a little bit more fire under his butt, although he might be a little bit comfortable just slowing down since he does have that lead.
He does, and that could be super detrimental to him because feeling that he has such a high point lead, he feels he can play this a little bit slower and safer. But it's one of those things where you cannot. Oh, suppressed SK or not SKS, suppressed SVD, I believe. On Miss Magpie's screen just fired. Doesn't sound like it was at her, but it's definitely close. It had that nice little suppressed tang to it that if you fired the SVD suppressed, you know that sounds very well.
That's true. That's true. Doesn't want to make too much noise out here. That's that balance that we all mess with in Tarkov. Don't make too much noise. Move with a quickness. Make sure you're listening. There's a lot going on.
Now, I'm very concerned about the path that she's taking here. I like it because it is a direct route, but it's a wall that's very easily seen from every single angle. She's just gonna make a run for
So,
it.
here
I
she
like the
goes.
confidence.
Here she goes. No, back it up. Get behind the truck.
Good,
oh
good,
god.
good, good.
Okay. All right.
Don't know if that was a player or a scav that took that shot at her. It could have been either from her position. She's trying to run over to tech, which is the I call this the admin or white king. People call it a lot of different things. She's gonna go ahead, I think.
Where do you think they were?
Did her armor take the front of that?
I think her armor took all of that. I don't see.
Did you get injured, or was it just a suppression?
No, it was
Yeah, straight armor hit her. You can see the points on her armor are down.
Sigma's tournament
So whatever it was isn't higher caliber to go through my villa.
It wasn't suppressed. That's what's leading me to believe it might have been like a scab using PS ammo or something like that.
Yeah, she's kind of talking through that, saying it wasn't a high enough caliber, you know, to do enough damage to her. So she's just gonna think this through. Since it was just that one shot, we didn't hear any scavs screaming or anything. It might just be a scav. Again, she checked.
Just the confidence.
Does not care.
She really doesn't, especially if it's coming from the graphics card building that she feels it is. Her head is totally
oh, get down. Oh no. We had a camp. She did get that item down. Chat. Now it is all dependent upon what happens to Scav here. Man, oh man, I don't think she racked up enough points to take over the lead, but
I don't think she did either, but we don't know yet until it's over. Scav could
somebody
still die. He's only put a few things down so far.
Somebody camped the shit out of the helicopter. Their mom is proud. It was a player. It was a player. Who the fuck? Oh.
He legged her with PS. He was the one that shot her originally, and that's why the armor took it. So then he just leg meted her.
Wow, that's one of those plays that when you find out a streamer was streaming that, you gotta be super embarrassed that your name just came across the screen. All right, so we are going to switch over to a full view of Scav to watch him finish out his last run here. Hoping again that he just keeps this momentum going. He's kind of moving around. He's checking every single rooftop.
Now I'm very excited about Scav's choice of weapons that he's used through this entire competition so far. The SR25. I don't know about you. I like this gun a lot because of the caliber, but I am terrible with it. I die with this gun all the time.
Me too. And it has what, a 25 round mag that you can take with it?
Yeah, it has a exceptionally large mag, but there's just something about it that when I use it, regardless, I just don't get kills with it.
This is so stressful.
He did say this is so stressful. It is. And you know, a lot of times what happens is these guys play, so with him checking everything, Scavs loves to snipe, and he gets really good with his long range stuff. So he's playing to the type of player that he is.
Exactly. And that was when I went into his chat earlier this morning before the battle started. I went in and I talked to each of the competitors, asked how they were feeling and what their tactics were, and that was exactly what he had said, that he is going to play to his strengths. He's going to play a little bit slower, and he's just going to be a little bit, you know, on the less Chad side as what a lot of players do. So, and it has been beneficial. We've seen it work for Red Ops. You know, it worked for me for the most part.
Oh, sorry, Bunny, hold on. We have a question in chat by Vin Bowslice. Who the fuckle is the woman talking?
Sorry, Big. Well, Vin.
Well, it's me. There you go. Sigma. Hi.
No, Vin, actually, it's me, Unfluffy Bunny. I'm the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. You can definitely, you know, I might have a beard, but don't let that fool you.
Hey, I told you earlier, I shaved my beard, you know, whatever you gotta do. Anyway, welcome, Vin. We're really happy you're here. We're excited for you. All right, moving on. So sorry to interrupt you. I just want to make sure that we covered that.
I mean, I'm glad he asked who I was. That was very kind.
Yeah, you know, we got to get your name out there, Bunny. Listen, here's his link. Go say hi.
Who the fuckle? That is a new one on me.
New title, fuckle.
Fuckle. When I stream again, that is gonna be the title of my stream. Is who the fuckle am I?
Right. What the fuckle is going on here?
So since they just put down his headphones, he's put down the juice. It still looked like he had quite a few items on him though.
And I wonder what his time is at.
Keeney, thanks for being cool, brother. Keeney was one of the 2 that I killed down in that 5-man in the NVG Customs.
I don't know if Twitch would actually allow me, Ranger, to change my name to Unfuckle Bunny. I don't know if that would be Twitch appropriate. But Hayes did make a correction. It is only a 20-round mag max in the SR25. There are no 25 rounders. That is correct. Yep.
Oh yes, you're right. You're right.
Now it is one of those. It is one of the things that I've said that I have the same. Like I love the 308 MDR, but I kind of wish that the 308, the SR25, both of these weapons could take a larger mag.
Oh my gosh,
surprised
no,
they can't.
The MDR is amazing. I love the 308 MDR. However, with a 30-round mag, I was talking about this with one peg. I want one so bad, but he said you have to think about the Sigma. It would be so overpowered. And I mean, I don't know, because you can run the FAL with a 50 rounder, same caliber.
You can run the FAL with a 50 rounder. You can also run an M1A that has a 41 vertical recoil now or something like that. I can't remember the exact number.
Yes.
With a 50 rounder. It's no different than either one of those weapons. The rate of fire is not as, as bad as either, higher than either one of those weapons. So it should logically be possible. I mean, you can put a 100-round mag in the 5.56 variant. I was doing that the other day, just memeing around with the 100-round mags in it.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the FAL. The M1A, I mean, honestly, I have actually really enjoyed it this time around. I typically don't lean towards it, but if you check my inventory right now, I think I have 4 or 5 of them built out. And one thing I do love is when you kill somebody and they have a super kitted gun and you get to look at their stats and you go, oh, I'm gonna make that adjustment to mine. I don't know, just seeing all these different things is really cool.
Exactly right, Hayes. With what you just pointed out, the M1A is only a semi-automatic, and the good comparison is the FAL to the DT MDR. The FAL right now, if you think about it in the full auto category, especially with the addition to that new buffer tube, it's absolutely insane the amount of damage that you can put out. Now, when you run your DT MDR, how often do you full auto it though, Sigma?
Oh, okay, so not that often, I would say. However, very proud of this, so I'll talk about it. The other day, Ginger and I were in Resort, and I said, oh shit, I went into 110. I could hear a 3-man coming towards me. I said, Ginger, I've got people on me, and she's like, okay, I'm on my way. They freaking got her before she could get to me, and I thought, oh shit. But what I did is I popped out of the door right as he came to the door, took him out, hopped across the way, popped out of that door, killed his friend who just threw a nade because he had no idea where I was, and then took out the third. I could have never done it without full auto on the MDR and being able to switch the mags so quickly. So that full auto, man, does it come in handy. I really, really appreciate it now when I used to only run it on single.
Right, and that's how that for me for the longest time I only ever ran it on single and only switched to full auto because of the close range engagements, because you want that recoil to push your gun up when you head for the chest, aim for the chest, and it goes to the head. But with I think it's one of those situations where that gun, having that larger mag would put it in the same class as an FAL, and it would give the FAL a good run for its money as best gun in game.
Oh my gosh, the ergo on the 308 MDR, I freaking love it. Especially as we've pointed out, I love the Valde. I would put a Valde on a pistol just to be that person, just to be that person to drive home the point. But yeah, the ergo with the Valde, with the full auto, those close range, close combat situations, yeah, it's done me very well. And Scav just got that Dropped. Okay, another 4 points. I feel like
Scab's
he's
doing
just putting the
exceptionally
nail in
well.
the coffin.
He really is. He's taking his time. He's playing this exceptionally smart, playing it exceptionally slow, just moving, very methodical through the map, deciding, okay, what can I put? He was very wearisome of the dome the entire time, checking it over and over. Because of the people that he fought, more than likely the people that were up here moved down into that A2, as I call it, doorway to move underneath the map. We haven't seen any movement or heard a lot of gunfights on this map for him.
Yeah, he's done well. If he gets everything, if everything is dropped, I'm not sure if everything is dropped, then he has some time because Philbo just updated us. He has about 9 minutes left. He has some time, maybe go in, pop off some scabs, because remember, in his head, he has no idea what his competitors are doing. This is the last round. They probably went full bore. They're going to do everything they can to try to win, and he's doing everything he can to defend it. He doesn't realize that the other 3 are out.
So what, does he have any items left to drop? Did he, the dog tag, I believe, was the only item left that he hasn't dropped, correct?
I'm not sure. Philbo?
So he's going ahead and he is 100% hitting the switch. He's just pushing straight for extract now. He's comfortable with where he's at and what he's done, it seems like. He said 3 of them are done.
Okay, 3 are done. 3 are done.
White Knight is the farther one, right? Yes, it is.
And you got to remember, hitting that alarm, you were definitely ringing the dinner bell. You were saying, "Hey guys, this is where I'm at. This is what's going on."
A couple minutes, anyways. Let's pop another. I think my time.
Okay, this is smart. He needs to take the painkiller, get his adrenaline, get his stamina up. I mean, the adrenaline's already gone. Like, it's off the Richter scale.
He's at 3 of 5, and he's going to place them now. Thank you, Bilbo. I appreciate that update. I'm very surprised that he is going to go place them after hitting that alarm. I kind of felt he was going to hit it, ignore the other things, and just move towards extract.
Right. I'm kind of sitting here with one eyebrow up, a little confused, but Scab has his own plan, and that's okay.
Oh, more than likely a player Scab right there. The way he was creeping.
What was that player Scab concerned about, though, in there? That's what I would be thinking.
Was it the one on the very top?
He was slow walking. He definitely heard something or thought he heard something.
Yes.
Yep, I just heard wood.
Oh, up there? Who the hell goes up there? Who goes up there? Who goes up there?
Yeah. I didn't think he was up top, though. I knew.
Damn!
Oh my gosh, what?
What?
It was a player Scab wearing the motorcycle helmet. It was another player Scab.
Holy cow, I'm yeah.
Oh wow.
Genuinely just shocked right now.
That was what I was talking about, being concerned, because at 43-minute mark on that map, that's when the player scats are starting to spawn in, and then every 10 minutes or so after that, they just keep coming. They don't stop.
Dang. All right, guys, so we can take these out of raids off of the screen here. There we go. And yeah, so what we'll do, like we do after every round, we're gonna give the battle mods a chance to just make sure that their points are confirmed with Hotel. If you guys aren't familiar with who the fuckle Hotel is, go ahead and go check him out right here. He is our scorekeeper. He is live right now. He does track all kinds of cool stats. And what he'll do is, once we're all up here, we're settled, we've kind of BS'd for a minute, Hotel will come down and let us know who won, and maybe some of the cool stats that come along with that.
Now, has Hotel gotten the calf cam yet?
No, but he does have a calf emote.
Good.
All about those calves. Those calves. That man has tree trunk legs. I am sorry that I am proud of it. I am a leg woman. It is just how it is. Yeah, I've been on this earth for like, I don't know, 120, 130 years, and I just found out that rugby players are the guys with the thick legs. What have I been missing my whole life? God damn it. Yeah, so he's built like a brick shit house. And I love him for it. I don't even care. I'm not even shy. That man has the best legs I've ever seen in my whole life, and they should be celebrated.
Yeah, during our streamer battle, she may have gotten a little flustered and could not talk halfway through it because of one bag.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, we've been married for like 55, 60 years. The best 60 years of his entire life. Obviously, he would tell you the same, I'm sure. Because I try to remind him every day, like, as you should. You should tell your significant other every day. Just look them dead in the eye. This is great advice, by the way. Look them dead in the eye every single day and just go, damn, babe, you're so lucky. Like, just let them know, you know? So,
Yep.
yeah.
Just keep them informed about how lucky they are.
Yeah, so over these, like, 50, 60, 70 years we've been together, yeah. Still pretty proud of my decision.
I like the question, Rat. So when is Cap going to go dark mode on Twitch? Is Cap's using light mode? Oh.
What? Who uses light mode?
I don't know.
Maybe we should remove him from the competition.
Exactly. Nookie
minus
just
10 points.
He looked at me like, what the heck?
Twitch has a light mode? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Sing was married to One Peg. No, One Peg got me flustered. Oh my god, the rumors. Go to Reddit quick.
Oh, yeah, Reddit, here they go.
Yeah, no.
Sigma and One Peg?
A hotel, right? Hotel and One Peg are friends, and then One Peg thought he'd give me a bunch of shit for it because he knows, yeah, whatever. Anyway, there you go. He made me blush.
Again.
Yeah.
She's already getting flustered
God
again.
damn it. I'm gonna drink my beer. Thanks. Cheers, chat. By the way, that's a 805 beer. So sponsors, hello. You want to make 805 the official beer of Evasion? Send me a message or reply to the 40 that I've sent. You know, either one works for me.
These emails that I've sent you over, 3 times a day for the past 6 months, can you please reply to one of them?
Yeah, Stone Brewery is a really good brewery. It is really good brewery. It's the official beer of the shit show. It is. It is. Yeah. Firestone Walker, dude, come on. Hook somebody up. I mean, free beer works too, but I'll take other sponsorships.
We all like free beer,
right? You can't go wrong with it, honestly. Like, nobody's gonna look at you. Nobody's gonna give you that dirty look if you're like, "Hey, do you want free beer?" Nobody's gonna be like, "Oh my god." So Capitalize, we do need to have an intervention with you.
I have to. That's the only light I get on my face. I don't have a light in my office. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes you have to sacrifice, No,
let me tell you what us very high level streamers do. Okay, you bring up Nightbot, and you just shrink it down to whatever size you need your light to be, and you put that on the monitor. That's all. Right. No big deal.
All right, I got it. Tonight, I'm gonna get it.
There you go. There you go.
If you really want to, just do Notepad, like a blank, Notepad that's super bright. Put it on your second monitor. It'll shine up for you perfectly.
I like that.
There you go.
Big brain.
Super Thanks, pro guys. Stuff. Super pro stuff. Yeah.
It would have been great if you came into my raids and helped me live.
Well, you guys, overall, nobody made it out of reserve. Nobody made it out of reserve, which was really shocking. Scav, I know you had no idea what was going on with anybody, so you were playing very, very much so in the sense of you had to keep your lead and make sure that you secured it. But your other 3 competitors did end up sadly going out. Miss Magpie died to somebody that apparently was trying to take over ownership of the helicopter by staying in there for a very long time and waiting. So sadly that happened. But yeah, you guys definitely ran into some oh shit moments that we weren't expecting.
No. Here, black him out.
Scav.
No.
10 out of 10. Holy cow. Nice. I like it. I like it. And look at all that light that's being, put onto Scav's face right now.
Almost as
And it's definitely
pale as the
nothing
shirt.
to do with all the lights in my room.
Right, right.
Nothing to do. It's all from that right there.
Well, guys, it looks like Hotel has joined us. So Hotel is going to go over the scores with you guys. Let us know who won, if we possibly have a new person for our wild card spot. So I'm just going to hand it right on over to him. Hotel, go ahead.
Love you, Hotel.
Thank you, guys. So for chat, to get everyone up to speed so we're on the same page to know how important this is to everybody. We are giving out our last secured semifinal spot for the bottom bracket, and then we'll be inviting one of our runners up to the top semifinal as the wild card. So both of those that get locked down today, and then we'll do our semifinals in 2 weeks after we're all said and done here. But with that being said, the best thing that I could do to talk about this is Miss Magpie is we were watching and we were talking about it on my stream on how you did have the wild card at within grasp there when you were making your fight. And the only thing that I can talk to with, I think, as some solace, is that guy took his pop shot at you with PS. He was probably slow playing reserve like a lot of people do. And I am sorry that we forced you to go into the helicopter with the objective. That just happened to be the place that this guy thought he was safe, and you walked up to him, I guess. Like, that's sad how that played out. Like, to know that our objective is what sent you in that direction.
PS round, so I mean, it is what it is. He legged me.
Yeah.
545 or 762?
I'm pretty sure AK PS.
Oh.
Yeah, as a EOD. So, not to name shame or anything, but it was an EOD. And then
I got a clip of an EOD player flying through the air in labs, killing 5 people in a row. So
a couple of those.
let's yeah. That doesn't matter anymore. Oh, I definitely.
And then Sensei, I feel for you too. Again, no one goes up there unless you throw the alarm. And then I've went up to that platform before to counter snipe the guys running through the parking lot. And here we are. The only reason you're going up there is for an objective that we need you to put a fucking stupid sight on a table, and you get gunned down by a guy waiting on you.
It's important.
It's important to us. It's important to us. But same thing. Objective forced you right into someone's barrel, unfortunately. So, but that's why we do the objectives, and that's why you guys probably say that this is totally different and makes you love the game again.
Yeah, it's the fun part, man.
Get you guys out of your element and make you do something that you didn't think of, and make you think on your feet. So hopefully everyone still has the same feeling. But we do need to move on a couple people to the next round if you guys are ready.
We are ready.
All right. So coming in 4th place, it will be Lamb's Breath. Coming in 3rd place will be I Capitalize. And then for our winner and who will be going on next week, we have Sensei Scav at 66 points. You are the winner this week. And unfortunately, Miss Magpie, you only scored 40. So Data, if you're in chat, you will be invited as the wild card for 57 points.
Oh, I'm sorry. She scored 50, right? Not 40?
50. I'm sorry, 50.
No, you're fine. Okay, so Data moves on as our wild card spot from yesterday because he scored 57. Gotcha. And this one, the bracket that you guys are in, is going to be played Sunday, September 13th. The one that Data made it into is above that, and that's going to be Saturday, September 12th. So we come back to finish out the NA semifinals the 12th and the 13th, and then the absolute final will be played on Saturday, September 19th. So there you go. Congratulations, Scav.
Don't let it.
Hey, GG's, guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job, guys. Nice job,
You
Scav.
guys put on an amazing show for everybody.
For sure you did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this moment right here to give you all a chance to say hi to chat. let them know a little bit about yourself, maybe how long you've been playing Tarkov, when you stream, etc. I'm going to be putting your links in the chat, so don't worry about having to promote that. I'll make sure that I do it. I'm going to start with Miss Magpie and give you the floor, so it's all yours.
Well, hello, I'm Miss Magpie. I stream Tarkov every day of the week. I have accomplished most of my goals in Tarkov. Now we're working on PMC kills, so if you want to come by for some slaying, stop by Miss Magpie.
There you go. All right, Lamb's Breath.
Hey guys, I'm Tony. I go by Lamb's Breath 00. I stream EFT mainly. I don't play any other games really. I've been going on my second account now. I pretty much get Kappa every wipe, but this wipe I decided I wanted to go for a standard account Kappa. So we're almost close to that. And we've been trying to get a lot of labs going this wipe, but it's tough. The hackers, you guys know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, come check me out. We're doing a lot of PvP now. We're almost hit Kappa. We're our second Kappa now, and shoot, if we hit Kappa again, we'll go for a third Kappa this wipe if there's enough time.
Very cool.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
My dead body.
You're welcome. Oh, poor Scab.
Scab's like me first.
Right.
I got that clip, by the way, when we're all done introducing ourselves.
Nice. Scab, go ahead.
Oh, put me on the spot. I wasn't ready. How's it going? I play Tarkov on it. Oh, fuck.
It's okay. It's
No
okay.
pressure. No pressure.
My name's Dennis. You can call me Scav. We stay really focused on teaching this game to newer players, primarily. I like to see, with every wipe, with every big update, with every drops event, and everything that goes on. I love seeing newer players learn the game and have a good time. And it's a tough game. I mean, we all know that. We've all been to the learning curve. And so we try to stay really focused on that over here. If that sounds like your cup of tea, love to have you here. But thanks for watching all these different competitors. And thanks for supporting Sigma and the whole team so we can do this, so we can keep doing this. Because it is a blast. I hope you guys know, us streamers, we have so much fun. They'll tell you, I'll tell you, it brings back that feeling of when we first start playing Tarkov. So thanks for helping us do it.
You're very welcome. Capitalize.
He's got some kids.
Sorry, I was juggling 3 daughters. You guys were awesome. If you guys want to see the greatest third place player on this planet, you can stop by my channel. I'm going to work on my dark mode. Thank you guys for all that. Took that really personal, kind of hurt my feelings, but I'll deal with that later. But if you guys want to see somebody fight a lot of Supermans in labs, that's where we'll be at. And thank you for the good times today. It was a really good Sunday, guys. I appreciate all the fun. Congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to me for third place. And then dark mode is going to be activated tonight. All right, man?
Nice.
Leave me alone.
Nice.
Wait, you don't have dark mode on your Twitch? No way.
No.
Says welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, we're excited for you.
Absolutely, Fooked. It's been good. It's
All
a
right.
very good day, guys. Thank you guys for all the fun.
You're welcome. Now, Miss Magpie, are you staying on?
Yeah, I'll probably be on for a little bit.
Okay. Lamb's Breath.
Yeah, I'll be on, definitely.
Perfect. Scav.
After that last death, yeah, I'll be on for a little bit.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Capitalize.
I'm gonna go have fun with the kids and go lick my wounds. Thank you guys for beating me up today.
Much love, Capitalize.
You're very welcome.
Of course, man.
Thank you guys all
Take it
for
easy.
thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope that you guys get a lot of follows out of this. One of my biggest focuses that I want to that's a word. My biggest focus on this whole thing was just trying to bring some attention to channels that we as a community think that you guys deserve to have these follows. We know that you care. So chat, you see their links in the chat, go throw them a follow, go ask some questions about the game. They're all very knowledgeable. They're all very laid back. They would welcome you with open arms into their communities. So please go do that. What we're going to do though, is we're going to send everybody over to our champion, Sensei Scav. Go show him a bunch of love and say hi. I'm sure that he'll probably pass you guys on to another competitor if he can when he's done. Until we see you guys again, we hope that you all have a really good day. We hope you get out there, you kick ass, and you take tags. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Much love.
Thank you. Take care.
Have a good one.
Well done,
Thank you
homies.
again.